All right. Well, happy Thursday, everybody. Hope everybody is having a great week so far. I call Thursday the unofficial start to the weekend. So I am ready to dive into this holiday weekend. Hope that you're doing great. This is an exciting time of the year. It's June the 30th. So we're getting ready to close the book on the first half of this year of what has been a really exciting year so far in physical media. Just a lot of great titles from all these great labels: Criterion, Kino Lorber, Arrow Video. I've fallen in love with that label this year. But tonight is all about Criterion. So we're really excited about this upcoming sale at Barnes and Noble, and I believe Amazon as well. So the 50% off twice a year sale, and we are very much looking forward to it. And tonight I've got a great panel of guests, all who love Criterion, who are going to share some recommendations and some titles that they're excited about picking up, but also looking forward to hearing, from you, in the comment section. What are some titles you're looking forward to picking up in this sale? What are some titles that's, on your radar that you plan to pick up in this July sale? And even some titles that you're looking to pick up that has been announced for August and September and so forth, as we progress through the year. But it's been an exciting year so far. I am just stoked with all the titles that came out in the month of June, the month of May. And so we're going to talk a little bit about just some of the physical media releases so far. Now that we're halfway through the year, we'll just open up talking a little bit about what are some of the titles, non-criterion titles, that we're really excited about that we've picked up for the first half of the year. And then we'll move into the Criterion discussion and just share some of the recommendations across the panel. Here are your recommendations. We'll dive into the comment section, and then we'll hop over to the Criterion site and take a little sneak peek at what's coming up in this month of July coming up and what's coming up in August and September. So without any further ado, I'm going to bring each person on one by one, and they'll get a chance to talk a little bit about their channel. But these are great folks. I love all of their channels here on this platform. They do some amazing content. I have links to all their channels in the comment section of this stream. So definitely go out and check out all their channels if you're not familiar with their channels already. I see we've got about 47 people in the stream. So welcome to this stream and welcome to summer if you're in the Northern Hemisphere. Let me add our first person here. We have Dave from Cinema Dave Media tonight. And this was our first time meeting on this stream. So awesome to meet you, Dave, and really enjoy your channel. I've been watching your channel for the last couple of years. So it's great to have a chance to finally meet you in person.
Yeah, and it's so great to meet you, James. And thanks so much for having me as part of this panel tonight. I'm so excited for the Criterion sale. As you know, Criterion collectors like, yourself, we look forward to this time of year, right? I mean, this is the time when we save as much as we can so that we can participate in the sale. But yeah, I absolutely love your channel. I'm a physical media collector. I love making videos on YouTube, and I've had a channel for a couple of years now. And I do collection videos, haul videos, lots of those types of things. But I'm so excited to be part of this. So thanks for having me today.
Oh, thank you for joining us. Awesome. It is an honor to have everyone joining. I'm going to add Miss Stephanie from Movie Chatter. How are you doing, Stephanie?
I'm doing well, James. How are you?
Doing great.
And I want to thank you for inviting me to be part of this wonderful panel and this great discussion. Everybody here is a big fan of Criterion, and I enjoy everybody's channels as well.
Awesome.
Yeah, and my channel is Movie Chatter. It's been on life support for a little while, so I have to get back into it. Maybe this will get me back into it, but I'm looking forward to talking about Criterion. I haven't stopped collecting, so I do haul videos and short, quick reviews, suggestions, and every once in a while I'll have a guest on. So looking forward to see what everybody's going to pick up for the sale.
Sounds great. Well, thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Now we're going to add Mr. Tony from Basement Blues.
Hey, James.
How are you doing, Tony?
I'm doing good. How are y'all doing?
Doing good.
Good. Well, thanks for having me on this with this great panel of people. I do love collecting the Criterion, so I got my list ready. I'm ready to write some good titles down.
Awesome. Yeah, I got my pen here, so I'll be doing some writing as well. Because I'm always, that's one of the things I love about Criterion is just the new discoveries. You know, films
Yep.
and directors I never even heard of. It's like, oh, I never heard of that one. Let me write that down and discover something new. So that's part of the beauty of Criterion. Mr. KB, how
How's
are
it
you
going?
doing, sir?
Doing well. Thank you for having me tonight. I'm
Thank you for joining.
more than honored being the new guy on the block to join this lovely panel of fellow Criterion lovers. This is like Christmas in July for me because I get my gift cards at Christmas and I save them
Yep.
till July.
There you
So
go.
Right.
I'm
That's
gonna
right.
definitely use them tomorrow, I guess, at this rate. But thanks for
Awesome.
including me.
Oh, thank you for joining us. And Mr. Ken, Mid-Level Media, how are you doing, sir?
I'm doing great, man. Thank you so much for inviting me on this amazing panel tonight to discuss Criterions. I'm excited to be here.
Awesome, awesome. And we also have Nathan Jones. He's going to be joining us as well. So he'll be joining us a little bit later on, I think around 9:30. And whenever he pops on, we will jump right in. But we got about 41 people here, I think. Is that right? Yeah, in the chat here. We got some comments that we'll go ahead and go through, and then we'll jump right into some of our favorite releases of the year so far, non-criterion. So let's see what we got here. Let's see. Vengeance Media. I'm a newbie to this channel. Ken from Mid-Level sent me. I've hit subscribe and looking forward to checking out the content. Thanks, buddy. Well, thank you, Vengeance. Now, who is this guy here? Who's this guy? Mr. Tim. How are you doing, Tim?
Hey, Tim.
Yeah, we're looking forward to it as well. Yes, that's me. And looking forward to some good suggestions beyond Raging Bull and Shaft. Okay. Yes, I understand. And those are the popular ones, but I try to select some like ones that have come out the last like a few years ago that may not be on everyone's radar.
Well, I don't think anybody can recommend Raging Bull yet. It's not out.
That's right. Few more weeks. Chase, time to load up that Barnes & Noble shopping cart. You will have your opportunity soon.
Right.
What is up, everybody? What's up, Ken? Let's see. Culture Trini says, what up? Hail, Ratman. Now, will Ratman be showing up tonight, Ken?
No, I left him in the sewers, but he's excited about the Criterion sale as well.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Let's see, John Cooley, hello all. Oh, okay. I see. Okay, I guess it's true. Confirmed. Let's see here. The youngest rock star, excited for tomorrow. Yeah, I am as well. Some of the first titles everyone's looking to pick up. Yeah, that's a great question. Looking forward to getting into that. I feel like I'm going to wing it tomorrow. Half the fun of these sales is going with a list and actually grabbing different titles.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
So much so. Raging Bull and Shaft.
That's almost like a given.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Smooth
Hello,
Talk.
Adrian. Oh, I love Smooth Talk.
That's a great one.
It's a great film.
My goodness.
Young
One I
woman,
really
yeah.
recommend is Smooth Talk. Really good movie of a teen girl coming into her own as a young woman. Laura Dern is great in it. Treat Williams. Yeah, that was a discovery for me. That just blew me away. I love that edition.
That's based on a true crimes too.
Hmm.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that until I started watching the special features.
Okay.
That creeped me out even more.
Saying hey to Tim. He's doing good. Everybody's saying hey to each other. Island 007-100. I'm eyeing Melville's Army of Shadows. Yes, that's a good one. That is a really good one. I got that one last year, and I really enjoyed that one. Very intriguing. Let's see, Tim, just watch Things to Come. I don't have that one. Okay, so Things to Come. Anybody else have that one? I haven't seen that one. Hey there, Tony, Adrian.
Hey, Adrian.
Let's see. Cinema Machine. Hello, Criterion Addicts. Hello, Cinema Machine.
Hey, Al.
Al, you're a Criterion addict as well. Mr. John.
Hey, John.
This is like the
John.
Criterion
John.
Avengers. Love this panel. So who's Iron Man? Who's Thor? Who's Hulk? Who's the Scarlet Witch?
I guess I'm the dead girl then. Left to Black Widow.
Black Widow.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Tony's obviously the Hulk.
Yeah.
Rage.
Yeah.
I really
He's
love
always
the
angry.
depth of knowledge on this panel. All of them have shown amazing recommendations on their channels and Instagram. So, okay. Well, thank you, Tim. Good evening, Modal Soul. I'm picking up Uncut Gems. That's a good one. Irishman. That's a good one. Minding the Gap. I haven't
Great
watched
one.
that one yet. Learning Tree is pretty good. The Celebrations, really good. Mississippi Masala. I plan to pick that one up.
Mhm.
Worst Person. I wasn't planning on picking it up, but I'm picking it up tomorrow probably. Pink Flamingos. I'm on the fence on. Okay. Paul Linda Oates, what a panel. How's Ratman? He's doing good.
Follows me everywhere.
Hi, Jesse.
Hello.
That's my wife, by the way. She's on.
Oh,
Hi,
hello, Jesse. How are you? Thank you for
Jesse.
allowing us to borrow your husband here for a little bit.
We've stolen Dave.
Right.
And let us know if you have any Criterion recommendations, Jesse, as well. Everyone, how's it going tonight? Good. Let's see. Great sweatshirt, Tony. Good to see you again, Stephanie.
Hi,
When
how
they
are
dig-
you?
I'm digging that
When
sweatshirt.
Nathan shows up, I hope
Wow.
he shows up with that Criterion shirt I saw him wearing. Now you're wearing that Criterion
Nice.
corner. Okay.
That's
Yep.
great.
Close to the machine. Love it.
Nice.
It's only 90
Already
degrees.
got 8
It's only
titles
90
to
degrees
pull
here.
from. Great minds think alike. I do as well. See, I got a list
Ooh.
of 53 titles, and I
Mm.
desperately need help narrowing
Yeah.
that down.
We're
Or a
not gonna
second
help you with
mortgage.
that
Oh, okay.
This is like a recovery group
Hey,
trying to help.
Get this excited about the UK sales.
The 4Ks help with the UKs because if you can get someone over here to get them to you, you don't
Yep.
have to worry about region locking.
Yep.
Yep.
Another recommendation I have is a 2014 German flick, Phoenix. Okay, interesting. Shaft is the one I fancy getting. Yeah, I think a few people are probably going to get that one.
You damn right.
I got Uncut Gems Criterion in HMB the other week. It's awesome. Yeah, I would agree. Phoenix is a very good film. Yeah, I saw it. I saw that a few years ago. I don't remember much of it. I need to revisit that one, but I do have it, and I remember seeing it. Ohio here. Also, not a Criterion, but German-wise, there's a revenge movie called In the Faith. That's great. It's totally worthy of a Criterion release. Okay. Can't go wrong with any Melville. I would agree. Miss Jessie, good to see everyone. Looking forward to adding The Worst Person in the World to Dave's collection. Yes. I've heard great things about that.
It's a great film. I think I'm pretty sure we saw that on Hulu, I think, but wow, really, really good. Yeah.
Okay. Have to check that one out. Hello, all. Hello, Tim. To see familiar faces. I got my Shaft 4K today. Okay. Loving it. You loving it, digging it? Awesome. Well, very good. Well, we got a lot of people in the chat here, which is exciting. A lot of excitement around the sale. Of course, I thought it'd be great to sort of kick it off talking about just, the excitement around physical media in general. I mean, so many great titles from all the labels. Kino Lorber, Arrow Video. I have just fallen in love with Arrow Video this year. I mean, I just picked up this right here, seeing the first 45 minutes of it and just digging it. But I just love the packaging of these limited editions. So I become an Arrowhead, this year. Kino's killing it, and just so many great releases this year. So I thought I'd just kick it off just talking about a few of our favorite physical media releases, non-Criterion of the year so far. So who wants to sort of kick it off?
I will. I got 5 here. So like you just mentioned, Kino is definitely killing it this year. And talking about going from a Criterion to another label, first one I went with was In the Heat of the Night.
Yep.
This was actually one of my favorite Criterions to begin with. And the opportunity to upgrade to 4K was great, but having the additional 2 movies on it with the organization and They Called Me Mr. Tibbs was a great addition. The transfer looks great. It's a great movie to start with. So this was definitely one of my favorites so far.
Awesome.
As far as just like a regular studio release, I would say Dune. Just from the opening, you have like great sound, great visions. I mean, it was shot in 8K and then downgraded to 4K, and the way they shot it didn't have like that clean, pristine look, but it still had a look that was very unique. And like, I know Ken's not into it, but if you're into the story from the book or whatever, this is a great movie, and I can't wait for part 2.
Dune isn't your thing, Ken? Oh no!
He knows I watch every one of his videos.
I need to watch it again. Like, I was super tired when I watched it, and I just don't think I was in the right mood. I'm gonna watch it again though.
But yeah, I think you said you prefer the 1984 version from.
Yeah, as of right now, yeah.
That's fun. It's cheesy fun. Continuing on, I wish I could afford the big box, but
oh yeah, I've seen that.
Yep.
Every time I'm up a little too late, I'm like, I should watch Drive again. So definitely a great transfer, great import. My second sight, maybe the next time I'll get a big juicy box. Talking about big juicy boxes, my favorite Arrow release of the year.
Nice.
I've had this on Criterion DVD, Criterion, Arrow Blu-ray, and now Arrow 4K. So it's a great set with the book and everything. And my Father's Day gift.
Nice.
Third time having
Nice.
it.
Great.
And I still haven't gotten through everything. I started with special features, and I kind of went backwards from there. And I'd seen all the old special features, but the new ones that they included, and then the transfers, just never saw them look that good. So these are my favorite of the year so far, and I know there's more to come.
Oh yeah. We're only through the first half of the year, and just so much awesomeness, so much goodness so far.
Yep.
Our wallets aren't loving it, but we're enjoying it. So.
I'm enjoying as many of them as I can.
Yep.
Jay, I'll go ahead and.
I was going to call out one title real quick because KB actually took two of mine. The
That's why I wanted to go
Godfather.
first.
The Godfather is the best release of the year, I think.
I agree.
Okay.
And then right behind it is the Drive. I did get the juicy box right here.
Oh my goodness!
But this looks so
good.
incredible. And you don't get that many like mind blowing, like I guess more recent movies in 4K. I feel like. But this looked amazing, and I just love the movie. I love it more and more every time I watch it.
Me too.
And James, one day we're going to get you. We're going to get you into some horror Scream Factory titles, and Alligator is definitely one of my favorite 4K releases of the year. I love the movie. Like it's not. I'm not going to say it's as good as Jaws, but it's up there. I would say it's in that same league. Yeah. And I really enjoyed this movie, and I thought the transfer was out of this world. So I think the Alligator 4K is in my top 3 of the year.
Okay. Now I think on one of your physical media reports, you mentioned Carrie coming on 4K. Is it?
Yeah, it's a rumor.
A rumor. I hope it's true. I would love to see that on 4K.
I would think that either Scream or Arrow would do that, but I don't know. Hopefully Arrow.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed.
I'd be pulling for Arrow. To do
Me
it.
too. Me too.
Mm-hmm.
I think they would do like a huge box set release.
And that limited
really
edition. Oh my goodness.
That'd be nice.
That would be incredible.
Well, I can go next.
All right.
I have a few. I want to say that I'm really enjoying that they're starting to do more special packaging for some of their releases. Some good titles. So we had the Ghostbusters release. And also, like you said, the Arrow releases have been really good. I really enjoy both of these and the options to get special packaging for like steelbooks. And of course, I got the Godfather set, which was nice. And also want to give a big shout out to all the Lionsgate steelbooks that they've been putting out.
Yeah.
Hell or High Water is really good. So yeah, we've gotten some really good stuff so far.
Yep. Yeah, I like that Hurt Locker one that they put out.
Yep.
I was that last year they did, but that's really good. And
Wasn't
of
it
course, American Psycho
January?
last year.
It was this
January.
year. I think it was.
Yeah.
I think it was
I
January.
I think it's
February,
February.
maybe.
I think it's February.
Okay.
It was
Yeah, I love
that and
that
La
one.
La Land, I think.
Yeah.
Well, since Tony got two of mine, I guess I'll I guess I'll show you what I have here. I agree, Tony. I grabbed the Wild Things and I went with the True Romance. I bought the Region B, and then of course they released the Region A, so I went with that. But I'm kind of cheating a little bit with this one because I think it came out December 2021, but I didn't get it until the second pressing, which was in 2022, and it's from Severin. All the Haunts Be Ours, the Compendium of Folk Horror. This is an amazing, amazing set. I'm only like halfway through it, and if you're a fan of folk horror, it's definitely one to check out. It has so many special features. It has your main movie on each disc, and then they have a bunch of shorts. And by shorts, some of the shorts are like almost an hour long, and then they have all kinds of interviews and commentary, and they have soundtracks. It's just an amazing, amazing set. And staying in that vein, I have the one that I was looking forward to, the much overpriced but well worth it Wicker Man box set. Love this one. I'm a big fan of Imprint, and I think this is the only box set I splurge for because their Blu-rays are really pricey, but well worth it. Beautiful transfers, and this one comes with 3 different ones. There's like a theatrical, there's different cuts of the movies, and then commentary and special features. And then I wanted to, I figured a lot of people were going to go with Kino and whatnot because they're Kino and Arrow because they're really doing some great work. But I wanted to give a nod to the new partner, all the partner labels with Vinegar Syndrome. And so I picked up, I just grabbed Scream Queen because it was one of my favorites and it was on top. And this is a documentary about one of the installments of the Nightmare on Elm Street franchise.
I want to see that.
This is fantastic. And they were also selling the vinyl soundtrack, which I picked up, and then they were selling a cassette soundtrack. So it's pretty cool because you got the original artwork with it. But this is a really great documentary. And I know, Dave, you're a big fan of the Fun City editions, but they have so many awesome partner label titles, and like they're hitting up there with some of the, right on par with some Criterion labels. So even if you don't like the main Vinegar Syndrome titles, check out the partner labels because they're really, really good stuff, and they're always a high quality release.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Awesome.
Yeah, I was going to say the Fun City editions. I've been picking those up. In fact, there's an order coming. I have an order of them coming in on Saturday, I think, too. So and I try to get those as soon as they come out.
Me too.
And I just have a few. I'll just, along with KB, I'll just say I got the Blu-ray for.
Yeah, I love Dune.
Dune. I really, I really love this movie. I wasn't expecting to like it, but I really enjoyed it, and I just watched it all the way through. I love the soundtrack, love the story. I'm waiting for part 2 as well. Can't wait for that. And I just have a few Kino releases. One of the ones I like is Man on the Moon, this Jim Carrey release.
Yeah.
And these all have the slip covers too, which I was lucky enough to get the slip covers, which we talked about before. Also, one of my favorites, the John Sturgis Great Escape. I know there's a Criterion of this as well, but man, I just love this. I just love this movie.
Nice.
And finally, just recently, and Kino's been doing such a great job with their releases, but I got this double feature, Vincent Price double feature as well. I don't know if anyone picked up this one, but this is one of my favorites too this year. So
Nice.
So I think Kino's doing an amazing job. I just love ordering from them. I love all their sales, which seem to be going on all the time. But I know there's a spring into summer sale going on right now, right? So yeah,
cool.
Yeah, that Man on the Moon was a great movie, but it's also a great transfer on that Blu-ray. I think it was the first time it was on Blu-ray too.
Yep. Yeah, exactly.
It looked great.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, let's see. I have some of my favorites so far this year. Of course, Alfred Hitchcock's my favorite director, so really dig this one here that came out, I think, in January, Stage Fright. This is one of his films I have not seen and really enjoyed this one, this Warner Archive edition. So picked up that. Billy Wilder is up there for me as well. And The Apartment on 4K. I love this film. I saw it stream. I saw it on a stream a few months before I picked this up. Fell in love with the movie. This is just a great addition. Jack Lemmon, Shirley MacLaine, and Fred McMurray, just fantastic. Love them. Did a upgrade of a Blu-ray for this other Kino release, Touch of Evil, which is fantastic edition.
Really nice.
Love this.
Nice.
You get 3 versions of the movie. This is just a great one. Orson Welles, Charlton Heston, Janet Leigh. So wonderful. Love that. I love you, Arrow. I love you. RoboCop. I mean, this was my first time seeing this movie this year, and I love it. I love this edition. So just fantastic stuff. And then, of course, Alfred Hitchcock, the man. He is the man. So love this 4K edition here of these films. So the Alfred Hitchcock Classic Collection Volume 2. I'm looking forward to Volume 3. Hopefully it'll come out sooner rather than later. So those are some of my favorite releases of the year, non-Criterion so far.
Do you notice a difference, like a huge difference in the 4K for the Hitchcock films?
Well, I don't have any. Let me see. With these, I don't own any of these films previously. So I haven't had a chance to actually see the Blu-rays that are on here to see if there's a big difference or not. I was really impressed with I was very impressed with these 4Ks and all of these. Even like the oldest film, Saboteur. These first 2 films are in black and white. When I popped in Saboteur, I was blown away at how good it looked. I mean,
that's cool.
It's from 1942, and I was really
The Trouble with Harry looked really great.
Yeah.
So I was really happy with that set, and I love Hitchcock, so it's my favorite director of them all. So let's pop back into these comments here. Let's see. We got 61 people in this stream, and that is exciting. Loving it, digging it.
Hit that like button.
Hey James.
What they have to say.
Hey James. Nathan might be trying to get in.
Mr. Jones.
There he is.
Oh, there he is. There he is, hiding down there. You're hiding down there. Mr. Nathan, how are you doing?
Hi, Nathan.
Hey,
Nathan.
guys.
Hey.
Sorry about all that. I just finished a film journey, which all of you have been a part of, which is fantastic to have all my friends here. So apologies for being late, everyone.
Oh, no problem. How are you doing? Of course, I brought everybody on. You want to have a chance to sort of talk a little bit about your channel. Of course, you got your film journey series and a lot of great things going on. And take a second to sort of tell us a little bit about the world of Nathan Jones.
Well, like I always say, I'm not the wrestler, Nathan Jones.
I get you guys mixed up. I can tell the difference.
I shake my head, so I'm getting closer. Step by step, I might get there one day. I just need to get a little bit bigger, and also need to become Australian. But that's going to be a hard order. But no, my channel is called specifically Blu-Rays with Nathan Jones. It used to be just Nathan Jones, but I decided, really, that was kind of a part of what I always said at the very beginning, at the top of the show. So I'm like, let's change it. So. I talk about physical media like a lot of you. I always love just talking about different things going on in the community. And that's also one of the things that I like to do is I like to have a film journey, which really just kind of showcases everyone in the community and even people who don't, content create as well. I love talking to as many people as I can. I promote that. And that's what I do on the channel. And there's a lot of new things coming up and so more to come. So that's the channel.
And you're not jonesing around.
And I'm not jonesing around, which is become an infamous phrase, right? Yeah.
Awesome. Well, I'm glad that you're able to join us here. We started off talking about some of our favorite releases of the year so far. Did you have any that you wanted to share? Did we lose Mr. Ken?
Mm-hmm.
We lost Ken. I'm sorry. I kicked him out.
Uh-oh.
I didn't mean to. He might come back.
Okay.
Well, I can go on.
Did you want to share some of your favorites of the year so far, non-Criterion?
So I came in right when Stephanie, who took my pick, Scream Queen.
Well, I blame you for everything. So
it's true. We definitely sell each other stuff, right? That's what we all do.
Enablers.
We're all enablers here. But yeah, Scream Queen. I got this in the recent Vinegar Syndrome sale. This blew me away. I love this documentary, and highly recommend it. Especially if you're a fan of horror movies. But this is about Nightmare on Elm Street 2. And that whole ride, it's a whole journey. But yeah, definitely recommend this. And I know Steph talked about it, so we'll go on with that. I know we talked about Kino Lorber. I heard some people just talking about that, but my Kino Lorber favorite this year is Hard Target. This movie is just so much fun. Man, I did not expect a snake getting grabbed out of a tree and being tossed around like that. It was a lot of fun. And then the last thing I have, which I haven't seen yet, but I actually have him on my shirt right here, Lauren Bacall and Humphrey Bogart. But I got the Humphrey Bogart Columbia Noir #5 set from Indicator, which I am a big shill for. Buy everything Indicator. That's my Hypnotoad thing. This is going to be fantastic. This is the noir set I've been waiting for, because I just love Bogart, and so yeah, don't Bogart that joint, which is something that people can say more in this day and age.
Cool, awesome. Well, thank you for sharing those, Nathan. It's good stuff. Yeah, so let's jump into some of these comments here, and I'm not sure what happened to Mr.
We pulled
Ken
a tag
there.
team move, is what Ken said, which is very wrestling of me.
So Arrow is killing it right now. I would agree. I mean, they are just killing it. Absolutely. Hey, I'm waiting for Criterion to re-release The Rock. Yes, they need to re-release that and Armageddon, and I'll be just totally happy.
Ken just popped in that he's backstage.
Oh, so there he is.
He might be back in.
All right, Tag. I gotta go.
I'm not a big fan of Nathan. As soon as he came in, I'm out of here, man.
Yeah, gotta go.
It's okay. Likewise.
I don't know what happened. The weirdest thing happened as soon as Nathan came in, like everything glitched out on my screen, and then it just shut off and like restarted.
Here we go. Well, we're all here now.
Well, I'm glad you're back. So Tim says that True Romance is fantastic. Really wish Arrow kept with having deluxe box sets that include the Steelbook.
Yes.
Okay. Well, that predates my time with Arrow. I guess it was better then when they did that, or
just an option.
Yeah, you have the option of the Amray or the Steelbook.
Yeah.
With certain titles.
Right.
Not with all of them. Or you can even get the Steelbook alone, I think, on some of them.
Yeah, I'm probably going to finish watching. I got through the first 45 minutes of True Romance, and I'm probably going to end up finishing it. Either I may finish it tonight after this stream, or maybe tomorrow morning. We'll have to see. But so far, I'm loving it. See, Arrow do have great titles out there. I agree, Adrian. I'm with you. We're all with you on that one. Kino in the Heat of the Night is a good release. I don't know. I'll take your word for it. I haven't seen it yet. I have it. I'm looking at it right there on my TV shelf there. So I'll have to pop it in at some point.
He's right.
I wish they'd released To Sir with Love on 4K. That is such a fantastic movie. And I have the Twilight time of that. So
me too.
I'd love to see that come to Kino 4K.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, is Sidney Poitier in that as well?
Yes. Yes. It's fantastic. It's such a great movie.
Okay. Have to check that one out.
Yep.
See, Drive has got to be #1 until Heat 4K. Yeah, I am really jealous of everybody showing these second sight boxes of that Drive. It is just, that looks like, oh my goodness, that's an amazing looking release. And Heat 4K is happening. Yes, Heat 4K is finally confirmed. It is coming. So very happy about that. See, the Vinegar Syndrome Drop Dead Fred release is great.
Yep.
Okay.
Still haven't watched it. I bought it, but I haven't watched it.
Okay.
Dell
says KB is my boy, but I thought Dune was terrible.
Read the book, then go back to the movie.
KB, if it matters, I love Dune too.
Same here.
I loved it.
I think we all do.
I played the PC game. back in the day. It was like a Command and Conquer. That was pretty fun.
I saw Sand once. You know.
Yeah, Sand's pretty cool.
Drive is endlessly rewatchable, so that's a great one to just put on. Okay.
Yep.
I agree.
Yeah.
Still haven't seen the new Dune yet, but it's about £9.99 in HMV, so I'm definitely picking that one. Pick it up. It's worth it. It's worth it. Screen
Yep.
Factory FTW.
For the win.
Okay. For the win. Marshall, I'm super excited for The Witch 4K from Second Sight. Oh, okay.
Yes.
The Edgar's film,
Yeah.
The Witch.
Especially
Yeah.
after watching The Guest and Drive on 4K. I can't wait.
Okay.
Delays are okay if you make it good.
Somebody better be talking Francis the Talking Mule collection for me.
Tony will.
I'm not even joking that it's a cool release. Okay. All right, Tim.
Bunch of jackasses here, huh?
Halloween movies on Screen Factory is awesome. Yeah,
Yep.
I haven't picked
Yeah.
those up yet. I'll
I got
probably
the
be
first
picking
one.
those up for Halloween coming up here.
They're great.
It's my happy birthday, John.
Happy
Happy
birthday.
birthday.
Happy birthday. You're getting Shaft and Raging Bull as birthday gifts to
Awesome.
myself. Well,
Good.
you're treating
Gifts.
yourself right. You're treating yourself right. Great to see you all together. Great to hear you, Darren. I wanted to grab Drive, but I had a sneaking suspicion it's going to get Criterion released. What do you guys think?
Drive My
I
Cars
don't
in,
know.
so
I
maybe.
don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Sure. Don't know. We shall see. Good to see Stephanie and Dave. Okay.
Hey, Darren.
Darren, thanks.
Hello, Darren.
Because
Anybody
we're
getting
too.
Anybody getting the Second Sight box set of The Witch? Okay.
Mhm.
I see several people are.
Yep.
Okay. I probably will as well.
I've had that thing pre-ordered since March, and they've already delayed it twice.
Yep.
Now, is it a similar box to the Drive? Is it like that level of
A little
packaging?
smaller.
Yeah.
A little
Yeah.
smaller?
Well, it seemed to me,
Appetizer,
didn't it look like it was like Dawn of the Dead or
It kind of looks like their typical
Yeah.
just limited edition stuff.
Kind of
Right.
like the Babadook, maybe.
yeah,
Yeah,
maybe like
close
the
enough.
Babadook. Yep.
Yeah.
I've got it pre-ordered, Darren.
There you go.
Yep. Yeah, absolutely. Let's see. Speaking imprint, I need that Walter Hill box set.
Yes.
Okay. Me too. I heard you really like it. You persuaded me to jump for it. Screen Quest.
Yes, the
Synth
synth
soundtrack.
soundtrack is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Cinema Dave is responsible for Darren getting 12 Angry Men on
Nice.
Criterion.
12 Angry Men. That's a great
Nice.
release. It's just
He's
great.
leading you. He's leading you down the right path. That is a great film.
yeah,
Great
absolutely.
film. Dune is fantastic, and the 4K is gorgeous. Oh, absolutely.
And it sounds
Absolutely.
amazing.
Yeah.
Yep.
Man in the Moon Blu-ray looks good.
Yeah.
12 Angry Men is a great release. Kino's doing a 4K of it. So yeah, that should be interesting. Kino's shipping slow for me this time. Still not out their door. Yeah, I'm not happy that I don't have it out of sight yet. I ordered that and I don't have it. So
No.
don't know when I'm getting it. But
Mine is coming tomorrow, along with True Romance.
oh, Nathan, he's finally here. Where is he? Oh,
Oh,
there
hi,
you are. There you
Nathan.
are, right there.
Hey,
Hello. Anyone know about rumor of Second Sight Texas Chainsaw Massacre box set?
Keep hearing about it.
It's supposed to be coming. In
Yeah, I
the
think it
fall,
would happen. The turbine one, the German turbine one.
Mm-hmm.
What a transfer! Fantastic.
Wow.
Yeah. The only problem is they give you this nice book and you can't read it unless you can read
Yeah.
German.
Is it fresh?
But the transfer, if the transfer from Second Sight, which I'm sure they'll do a great job, if it looks anything like the turbine one, it's going to be amazing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hi, Gus.
Yeah,
Hey, Gus.
Oh, here we are. And hello there, Gus. Kino is general and lacking in getting their titles out there to buy. Many places sell out for release. Yeah, that's a good point. Hey, Gus.
Hey, Gus.
Trouble with Harry looks so great. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Smash it like thank you, Ken. Stoked for I
Hitting
think
the
we're all
like
stoked
button
for
is
this.
very
Yeah.
underrated.
Welcome, Nathan. Just got kicked. Trying to get back. All right. All right. So we're gonna come back to these wonderful comments here. I mean, it's just great to see so much energy here. 67 people in this stream, so that is awesome. And let's go ahead and segue into talking about some Criterion stuff here. So we've talked about some of our favorite releases of the year so far non-criterion. Of course, we got this big sale. We believe is happening on tomorrow within a few hours. If you go to the Barnes & Noble site past midnight, things might start to become clearer, but we do believe that it is happening.
It doesn't.
I mean, we do believe it is happening tomorrow. So, and that it will run for the entire month. So July 1st through July 31st. And so we should know more tomorrow for sure. But let's go ahead and start talking about, some of this Criterion stuff here. So we talked about, if I can get to the right question here. What do you love about Criterion? And what are some favorites from Criterion so far in 2022, this wonderful year, epic year of physical media that we're in, that Criterion is part of? What are some of our favorites from Criterion for this year, or 2022 releases that you look forward to picking up? So if you haven't had a chance to pick up Criterions this year, focus on other labels, but you see some Criterion titles that have come out this year that you look forward to picking up, what are some of those 2022 titles, and what do you love about Criterion?
Well, I'll start. I'll start with today. I was talking with Tim Talks Talkies, and we were talking about how we have our Thursdays all to ourselves to watch movies. So in today, I watched a 1939 American movie, a 2020 American movie, and this a little Italian ditty. And that's the diversity of Criterion. Oh, and after we're done, I'm finally going to crack the plastic on my Blu-ray of The Great Dictator. But
nice.
The thing that I love about Criterion is that as a lover of film and, as a lifelong film student, I like that it gives me opportunities to go back and discover movies, whether it's here in the States or worldwide, any type of a global movie that I may or may not have heard about, and give it to us in a restoration form that's like top notch. For many years before all the other boutique labels jumped in the game, there was Criterion. There was Criterion on Laserdisc, DVD, now Blu-rays and 4Ks. And they've always been there as far as giving us really great quality films and great physical media. And what I normally do is I'll get them from the library, and then when the sales roll around, that's when I will pick them up and add them to my library. So as far as like some of the releases that came out during this year that I'm looking forward to picking up, like from February, I'm looking forward to picking up Miller's Crossing. Love Jones, that came out in March, definitely getting that.
So good.
It's There was this meme going around with like 30 black movies that, check how many you've seen. And there were two that I hadn't seen. There was and Love Jones. And I'm surprised that I'd never seen Love Jones. So that will be a blind buy, but I know I'm going to love it.
It's going to be a
Mississippi Masala. Yeah. That.
All right. Okay, I think we're losing some of the sound there from KB. All right.
I thought it was me glitching out again.
No, I think we're losing the sound there.
Sorry, I'm trying not
Nathan.
to be loud anymore.
It's all good.
It's fault.
But we know that when he gets Love Jones, he's going to love it. He's going to love Jones.
He's back.
Oh, you're back.
He's gone.
He's gone.
Uh-oh. Okay.
I just wanted to say I really love what KB had to say. I mean, he really summed it up as far as Criterion goes too. I mean, what an amazing label. I've just loved them from the beginning, and bought DVDs. I have a couple laser discs as well. I wish I had more of those, and I'll probably at some point, if I see any of those, I'm going to pick them up. And I don't even think I don't have a laser disc player, but I still want to get them. But I just like everything from that. I'm just showing one of these, but I just love everything from the artwork to the extra features to the way everything's laid out. Just with the spine number and the year and the just all the details. I think most of us on this panel, probably, or all of us, love extra features. I love extra features. I feel like Criterion is really film school in a box, is what they call it.
Oh,
really.
yes.
Yep.
And so, just like KB said, I love going back and just finding a new film, finding a new genre, finding something that I haven't seen before that I can learn. So that's really what it's, done for me. And I just love, I find myself standing by my Criterion shelf during the day a lot, just looking at the movies, thinking about what I want to watch next. So I just love the label. Just amazing stuff. Yeah.
Yep. Awesome stuff.
Yeah, and I have to agree with KB too with the diversity, because you can learn about different cultures and all kinds. You can see films from around the world that maybe we would never have the opportunity to see in just our hometown theater. Your big line theaters. But some of my favorites from this year, I was happy to see Jane Campion's The Piano come to the Criterion Collection, and she's well represented, and she won Best Director this year, which was awesome.
Oh yeah.
Worst Person in the World I just watched last night, and
great movie.
I thought this was really great. I think it's going to be a hit or miss. I think it's a love it or hate it thing. That's just my opinion. I think a lot of people are going to love it, and a lot of people are going to be like, what in the world did I just watch? So, but I really enjoyed it. I thought it was fantastic. And I'm going to blame Nathan for pretty much anything that goes on here. Dick Johnson is dead.
Damn it. I'm going to talk about it too. Cool.
Well, I'm going to let you talk about it. I'm blaming Nathan for this. I got it because of him, but he's going to give you the commentary on it.
Okay.
Anything. I'm blaming Nathan for everything that goes on. I also got Martin Scorsese's The Last Waltz.
Oh my goodness!
That's a great,
fantastic,
really good. Yeah.
And
so
this is the 4K, and unbelievable. So if you like music, definitely check this one out. And then I'm going to blame Nathan, and then a conversation I had with Dave about this one, Double Indemnity. Because I think Dave and I were doing a live stream, and somebody was telling us that we both had to watch it. So I just got this one, and I'm really, really looking forward to cracking it open. And it is the 4K, so I'm looking forward to that. And I did some pre-orders because Criterion had a sale. So I pre-ordered, of course, Raging Bull and Shaft and Okja, Drive My Car. I have Mississippi Masala, and I think I pre-ordered Devil in a Blue Dress. So those are the ones that I'm really looking forward to.
Shoot.
Blame Nathan.
Since I'm being blamed on so much.
Yes, everything.
I'll mention two things that Steph talked about right here.
Run with it.
Right here. Of course, the piano. This is probably so far my favorite 4K of the year so far. Last year it was Menace to Society. This is definitely my favorite at the current moment. And then with Dick Johnson is Dead, of course, this is just an incredible documentary about just losing a father and losing a family member. And that whole creative process for the director, I think it's Kirsten. Yeah, it's
Kirsten Johnson.
Yeah, I was going to say Kristen, but I was like, it's not that. It's Kirsten Johnson, and just her whole process of going through that and how cathartic it is seeing her father die in like fake deaths and going through that whole thing is just really strange. But really, really cool though. And then the other thing that we've mentioned, Love Jones, I have to say it, my name is in the name, even though it has nothing to do with me whatsoever. This is just an absolutely incredible film. I was blown away by literally everything. I know KB hasn't seen it yet, so I'm not going to talk about it too much, but like the score, the dialogue, the setting, the photography, literally everything about this movie is just incredible. And I highly, this is one of my favorite finds of the year so far.
I love it. Yeah. Yeah, that Dick Johnson is Dead is really good, and Kirsten Johnson, she also has Camera Person in the collection, so that would make a great double feature because it features her mother in there who passed away, but she documents her mother in there who was going through, I think, dementia or some problems. So it's really, I've never seen something like that from a director. Just something very unique that I really thought was pretty interesting.
She's an amazing filmmaker.
Yeah, I want to put another vote in for the worst person in the world. I think Stephanie's right. You're either going to love it or hate it, but I absolutely loved it. It's one of the best films I've seen all year.
Mm-hmm.
It's really good. I mean,
is it a newer movie?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think it was from 2021, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
and then it just came out this
and it
week.
was
Criterion.
It was nominated for an Oscar for international film.
Yeah, it was nominated with Drive My Car for Best International Film.
Yeah, I feel like I
Drive My Car
remember it coming out, and I can't remember if I watched it or not.
Now you're the worst person in the world for not.
There was a couple of like Netflix like TV shows and movies that had titles that I feel like were similar to that, but I don't think it was. If y'all are saying it was on Hulu, it probably wasn't on Netflix. But
No, I don't think it was on Netflix, because I think I looked around when I heard, because it wasn't playing anywhere near me and I wanted to see it. And I looked around like on Netflix and I didn't see it on there. It could be on there now, but
I saw it on Hulu. I saw it on Hulu.
Oh, you saw it on Hulu?
Yeah, and I still, it's on my list to pick up this year. So yeah.
It's. I really, really enjoyed it, but I could definitely see it being divisive.
Yeah,
interesting.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to picking that up for sure.
Me too.
Yeah. Well, I'll go ahead and jump in. I mean, for me, a lot of you have mentioned in terms of what you love about Criterion, a lot of the same things that I feel about Criterion. But for me, I guess if I were to sum it up in one word, it's just discovery, just discovering new films, new directors, just films that I think Stephanie touched on this, films that if it wasn't for Criterion, I probably wouldn't even consider watching it. But then I watch it and I'm like, wow. Just blown away by learning something new about the world, or whether it's like the Angolan Civil War or immigrants and some of their challenges in this country, from like Chan is Missing, just about Chinese immigration, some of the issues there. It's like, okay, just something that I wouldn't normally think about, and it's just a new discovery, and that's part of what I love about Criterion. Is you can see films like Breakfast Club and Fast Times at Ridgemont High. You can also see the Apu trilogy, see high art, Fellini or Akira Kurosawa, or and just what a wonderful eclectic mix of films. So that's part of what I like about it. And 95% of the time, I like what they release, with just a few exceptions. But as far as this year so far, I mean, a lot of you have mentioned Last Waltz. This is probably one of the best concerts I've ever seen, on a disc. Just so good. I mean, Martin Scorsese, just a cinematic experience, the way he shot that film and the interviews interspersed in there. Of course, he talked about Love Jones. This is one of the best releases of the year so far. So good. Discovery, this here, Adoption, this Hungarian filmmaker, Marta Mészáros. She is was a prolific Hungarian filmmaker. She made like 60 films, what have you. Never heard of her, never knew anything about her films until I watched this amazing film from 1975. So really enjoyed this. Of course, my most anticipated release of the year through May, Double Indemnity. Love this film, Billy Wilder. Just wonderful film. Probably one of the best written films I've ever seen in terms of the dialogue and the script. And then, of course, who is the man? This man right here, John Shaft, is the man. He is the man. And this edition here, man, is one of the best releases of the year so far. But I know someone commented, "Are we going to talk about more than Raging Bull or Shaft?" Yes, we definitely need to. But as far as 2022, these are some of my favorites. But there's others as well. But I'll just share those few. For me, good stuff so far in this awesome year.
I guess what I love most about Criterion is I'm fairly new to the Criterions. Like I bought my first Criterion, I think, in 2017, but I really only ramped up my collection in the past couple of years. But I love the exploration of movies that I ordinarily would not even think to check out, and also just the culture that it inspires for the people that collect for Criterion, because I'm sitting around with a bunch of people that are some serious like Criterion fans and collectors that are just throwing out all these great recommendations, and I'm just sitting here in wonder of all these like great titles and movies that I'm getting recommended. And and it's just really cool. So I just like the culture and the I just think it's cool, people collecting for Criterion, and it just inspires people to both collect, I think, because Criterions are mostly big time physical media collectors collect for Criterion. You don't just randomly pick up a Criterion at Walmart. So I just love the collecting culture of it and just the discovery of film. And as far as like what my favorite of the year is, probably Miller's Crossing. And it's my favorite because it's the only one I've watched this year. So I'm ashamed of myself. I've only seen one Criterion this year. But Miller's Crossing
is both the best and the worst you've seen this year so far. Yeah,
exactly. It was. I wanted to get to. I bought the piano in 4K, but I haven't watched it yet. But Miller's Crossing was freaking awesome. I'm just loving like the early Coen Brothers filmography, like Blood Simple and Miller's Crossing. I'm just getting more into that stuff. So hopefully they keep it up. And I wanted them to do Fargo, but it looks like Shout Factory's doing Fargo. So hopefully, fingers crossed, we'll get the No Country for Old Men on 4K that we've all been waiting for. But this looked incredible. The Blu-ray transfer looked fantastic, and there's some great special features on here with Gabriel Byrne and John Turturro, like the two big actors in the movie, gave some great interviews, and I think the Coen brothers gave an interview on that as well. But I didn't watch this, but shout out to Flight of the Phoenix, because I just love that they put a paper airplane in here. I think that's super cool. So I have to shout that out as well.
Cool. Yeah, I got to pick up that Flight of the Phoenix either in July or November. I love Jimmy Stewart. So,
yeah.
Real quick before Tony starts, I don't think I said anything about why I love it, but just to kind of echo everyone, I've been very lucky in my life, just through school and my opportunities. I've met a lot of people in the international community, just with how I've, like I said, I've been with scholastic stuff, and for me, that like this is like I guess a collaboration. It's like I already love films to begin with, and so them talking about their favorite films kind of brought this whole thing together. So I think Criterion does a really great job of showcasing a lot of the films that a lot of those friends talk about and really promote it. So anyway, just wanted to echo that.
Yep. Awesome.
Yep, and I agree with what everybody else has been saying as far as being able to find titles to add to the collection that I would have never even thought of. But just, good classic Western titles, classic Hollywood, film noir. I love the packaging, the booklets, the special features. Even if I don't even enjoy the film as much as I thought I would, after watching the movie, I always watch the special features, which always kind of adds a little bit more to the watching experience for me.
Yeah.
But just the variety. I was not a big fan of watching foreign films and reading subtitles, but with the Criterion collection, there's so many good movies that you can watch that you don't mind reading subtitles during the film. So it's just a big variety. Plus the community out there of film lovers and collectors that you can kind of share the experience with and to kind of get feedback from of suggestions of films. So I think it's a really good community of people.
Yep. I agree. It's good stuff.
Awesome. I got to call Criterion out on their packaging, though. So far in 2022, they have not released one good digibook release. I'm upset about that.
It's coming in the second half, hopefully.
I'm upset. I was hoping Raging Bull was going to be that, but I don't think it is.
The packaging for Pink Flamingos looks amazing. The way that looks.
I asked somebody that showed it off if it was a digibook because it kind of looked like it.
Yeah, it looks.
They said it wasn't.
Paper
it was
bag.
Just a regular
paper bag.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. It's very unique looking.
I mean, the Celebration packaging was pretty unique looking, but
yeah, and that's a good release too.
That is a good release.
All right, let's jump into some comments here, and then we'll get to the next question. Let's see. I can. You scroll through here and you lose track of where
Tony's hiding.
Here we go. All right. Nathan and I pulled a tag team. Okay. Built
Sure.
shelves
No wrong
behind you.
with-
There you go.
Oh, you built shelves, right, Nathan?
Yes, I did build that shelf. Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
Hard target. Thank you, Mr. Tim. We appreciate you as well. Thank you, Mr. Tim. That's a great Bogart collection. A few Arrow titles this week. I'll be grabbing some Criterions this weekend. It's a good weekend to grab some. Holiday weekend. I'm backstage. You are no longer. Which animated movies would you like to see added to Criterion? That's a good question. Which animated movies?
Coraline.
What about the
Coraline?
Richard Linklater film Waking Life? Is that on a? I would love to see that on Criterion. I have a DVD of that, I think. Yeah.
I got a Blu-ray of it, but it's not.
Okay.
It's minimal though. Like you
Yeah,
said,
that'd be nice to see that.
I'd love
still
to
need
see
watch my Fantastic Planet that I bought last year.
That's a weird. That's a weird one,
Yeah.
but it's French. I love to see the Rankin Bass Hobbit.
Oh, me too. All of
That's a
them.
weird one, but I love it. I love that
Yeah.
movie.
That's
Well,
good. I have to think about
Other
that.
than Bob's Burgers, I'd like to see Flea added to the Criterion collection.
Oh, that
It's a
was a
really,
good one.
really, really good animated movie.
Fievel Goes West.
Yeah,
Maybe.
the hard hitters.
Despicable Me. I like to see that added. I don't think that's going to get there anytime soon. See, please, no
Please, no
Armageddon.
Wouldn't that be so incredible though?
But Aerosmith-
I could picture the artwork. It would be awesome.
Yes, fantastic idea, fantastic panel. Hi.
Hi.
Hello,
Darvin.
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 Hello.
Yeah, the
Last
Arrow Blu-ray
Starfighter.
of Last Starfighter.
That's a
Okay.
good one.
That's Ed looked great. Yeah.
And Kino of Silence
Yep.
of the Lambs. Yeah, is that I have the Criterion Silence of the Lambs. Do y'all
Mhm.
think that 4K from Kino Silence of the Lambs is that a worthy?
I thought it looked
double dip.
better. It's not like
Yeah.
significantly better, but you can notice an improvement.
Okay, noticeable improvement. Okay.
And it has one special feature that the Criterion doesn't have, and then the Criterion has one that it doesn't have. So it's
Okay.
on- I don't remember like what it was. I think it was like an extra commentary or something on the keynote.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, the Arrow does the same thing. Like if they release something in the UK and then they release it here, sometimes they drop those special features. So you kind of have to hold on to both sets.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't get rid of that Silence of the Lambs, so just for the packaging.
Right.
Criterion.
Yeah,
that,
no
that was one of
way.
the first
Yeah.
ones. That's what got me into Criterion was that
Yeah.
and the Night of the Living Dead.
Yeah.
So good. Yeah, those are both great packages for sure. Oh wait, Shout Scream has my money with all their love for John Carpenter. Okay.
Mhm.
Hmm. I rewatched Drop Dead Fred with my mom a month ago. Great movie. Yeah, one of these days. Okay, I've been a Criterion person for a long time. I've just gotten the Arrow this year, and of course, big into Kino as well. I think one of the next frontiers for me is going to be Vinegar Syndrome. Right, this is a Vinegar Syndrome title here, right?
Yeah,
So
that wasn't
that-
a partner label, was it? That was
Just be careful with Vinegar Syndrome, James.
Be very, very careful.
yes.
You might want to go to Stephanie and Nathan over there. For
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
recommendations.
Always
Tread
go to
carefully.
IMDb first.
If there were Dollar Trees in the 70s and 80s, most of those movies would have been there.
Oh, okay.
I tend to lean towards the partner labels.
Yeah, me too.
Partner
Yeah, the
Okay.
partner labels are fantastic, but the regular Vinegar Syndrome, and
Yeah.
you know, there are some people that absolutely love them.
Right.
I support you 110%, but
Gotta go
I've
to the
gotten some real stink bombs from the
Yeah.
main lineup. But then they'll come out with something that's watchable, you know.
Yeah, I think I will be
Dead
very
Heat was good.
selective with what
But,
I
yeah, Dead
got
Heat
from
was
them.
good. Dead Heat was fun.
Dead Heat. Okay.
Yeah, but you definitely have to do your research with their main titles. But look at you would probably, since you love Criterion, you'll love the partner labels.
Yeah, definitely definitely check out the photos that they provide and watch the trailers that they provide before
Yeah.
you commit to buying something.
And have
Don't sign up for the subscription.
No, and have IMDb open.
We'll see
Oh,
with
okay.
James on here reviewing Debbie Does Dallas Part
Yeah,
2.
if you see a lot of use of the word pleasure, it might be a movie you might not want to get. So
Avoid.
avoid all the pleasure.
Get you in trouble with your wife, James.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. That drive box set is as good as it looks. Yeah.
Yep.
Man, I see when I wish I had pre-ordered that. Oh my goodness. Movie. Hey, and the guy in the lower bottom, I forgot your name.
Hey, Kubrick lover.
Hello, Kubrick lover 72.
I'll also say with Vinegar Syndrome, though, I feel like they're like right there as far as their fan base with Criterion. Like I feel like people that
they're
are into
hardcore.
Vinegar Syndrome are like super into Vinegar Syndrome. It's like the same with Criterion.
Yeah, that's what they like the schlock.
Yeah,
the schlocky titles, isn't it?
Yeah, they both cater to collectors probably better.
Yeah,
better
I mean they
Arrow and
definitely
Scream Factory.
deliver with their releases, but it's just not the content isn't always
right
there.
The quality
but like,
of film.
yeah,
but for the people that like those kind of movies, they
love it. So
I just got my souvenir and Souvenir 2 in the mail.
Yeah.
from A24.
Yeah.
It looks good.
Did you get the award candle?
Yeah. The award
I passed on the award candle. I thought of sending one to you, Nathan, but maybe for Christmas.
I won't be here to get it. I'll be in the UK.
No, Christmas.
That's right. Going overseas.
I'm going to get it now, and I'm going to hold it and send it out for Christmas.
That's a great award. We should all give each other that award. We
could send each other that award. And I saw that, and I'm like, who thought of this one?
Wow, someone has $200 in Barnes & Noble gift certificates.
Good for you.
This is a good time to have $200 in Barnes & Noble certificates.
Wow,
that's nice. Have fun with that. Let's see. Who's getting... Okay, that's a good question. Who is getting Pink Flamingos? I'm on the fence on that one.
Yeah, I am too. I'm not...
I don't know.
Debating whether I should get it or not. Is anyone like, oh, I'm definitely getting that? How do y'all feel about Pink Flamingos?
Is everyone saying no?
No. Maybe like down the line.
Maybe one day.
Criterion's released a lot of John Waters films. I mean, I just haven't added any yet, but I know that at some point I will.
Yeah, that's probably going to be a wait for November. I was going to wait for November on Worst Person in the World, but I've heard so many great things about it that I'm definitely picking it up.
Me too. I'm getting that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would definitely get that before Pink Flamingos.
Yeah. Would love to see Arrival get the Criterion treatment. Okay. You mean the science fiction? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's a great one.
That's a good one. Yeah.
You never know. But buy some Criterions at the other part of the gift card around 8 and maybe pay for 3 more.
Well,
okay.
Nice.
I plan on watching Pink Flamingos and Sallow back to back tomorrow night. I'll be dubbing that night the Criterion torture session. Okay. Wow. Well, I hope you survive that, Darvin. Hope you survive. Come out in one piece.
Yikes.
I still haven't watched Sallow yet, but
I have no idea what Sallow is. But I hear so many people talking.
I think I'd be embarrassed to go to the checkout. Anyway, Traveling Man, looking forward to the taking of Pelham 123 on 4K.
Great movie.
Yeah, that's a great film. Yeah.
I've never seen it. Can't wait.
Yeah, because they have the original one, and then there was the remake, I think, with Lawrence Fishburne and Ethan Hawke, I think. I think it was Ethan Hawke.
Didn't Tony Scott direct the remake?
I think so.
Yep. Looking for, and see the Malformed Men. Okay. I'm not familiar with that title, the Malformed Men. Hello, Gus, Adrian. Master Chaos TV. There's a side bet going that mid-level won't be able to stick to his guns and not participate in the sale.
I said up front, I'm getting Raging Bull and Shaft. That's it.
Right.
That's it.
And then come July 31st, he's got this big stack.
Look, I reserve the right to go back on anything I say.
So does that mean we're not going to get the running total with the misses this Criterion month?
Oh, that's coming out this weekend for June.
So there won't be a July one.
I'm still doing those. No,
I like
those.
I think that's great.
There'll be a July one, but it'll be I won't have to get divorced after it.
Stay
away from that. Stay away from the Criterion. So
I love her facial expressions.
They're all real, and they're all
perfect. It's perfect. I love it.
So when
that
the
is
divorce,
so funny.
When the divorce happens, are you going to film that too? Is like how much does the divorce cost?
Oh, you know.
Yeah. How many? We'll see the half the
log. I put my entire
on.
life on YouTube. It's nothing sacred.
Thank you for sharing that, Jacob. We appreciate it.
Oh, all right. Good for you.
Oh, God.
I wish we could see a Twister 4K like that, Turbine Edition. Okay. I'm getting Shaft and Raging Bull, nothing else. Okay. Once midnight hits, I'm giving B&N all my dollars. Yes. You know, the funny thing
he's
is
a maniac.
it takes, I think it takes B&N's site some time for that to kick in. So, you know, it may not be until a few hours, but we'll see. This year has been epic when it comes to physical media. You got that right.
Yep.
I am too, Gus. Okay. Detour. High recommendation
great.
if you like noir. Yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
It's a great addition.
That's
And
a great
good addition.
Quick watch too.
I love the
Yeah.
art. It's really good.
Look at
I'm
that
looking
right
forward
there.
to Okja.
Sound of Metal's great.
Sound
I
of
ordered
Metal,
that
yes.
too.
Yeah, Sound of Metal. I'm getting Sound of Metal.
Yeah, I saw that a couple of years ago. It's really good. Okja is one that I don't know much about. I'm sort of on the fence on that, but are y'all planning on picking up Okja, Bong Joon-ho's
You need
film?
to watch it on Netflix first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Watch it on Netflix first.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a little out there. Jake Gyllenhaal
Yeah.
definitely gives an interesting performance in that movie. Don't go into it thinking it's Bong Joon-ho, the same guy that did Parasite. This is going to be great. It's not
Okay.
that kind of a movie. It's a little goofy,
Yeah.
a little bit more comedic. But then it
Okay.
gets like really dark in the last 30 minutes. It's kind of weird.
Okay.
I would suggest if you drink, I don't drink, but if you do, every time she says Okja, make a shot, take a shot.
You'll enjoy it by the end.
You'll enjoy it.
Okay.
There goes Nathan Okja.
Nathan with his
All
tall
right.
glass of
It's
vodka over
not
there.
water.
I'm sure it's
But
not.
he's saying, haven't seen any of them and can't wait. Picking up Throwdown, pretty good, and High and Low from Curacao. High and Low, highly
Great. That's
recommended.
great. Yeah.
Pick
Great
up High
film.
and Low.
Fantastic.
So good. Tim Talk Talkies, I need to buy that. Okay. Most looking forward to grabbing Shaft,
Yeah.
Raging Bull, Double Indemnity, and Devil in the Blue Dress. Yes.
Yep.
Yep.
All right.
Moves.
Epic. Diversity is a perfect way to sum up Criterion. There's an endless variety of cinema. Yeah, I agree. We agree. 5. Okay, so the Alex Zorba is getting Raging Bull, Shaft, Le Cercle Rouge. I really enjoyed that one. I have that one. I really enjoyed that one. Les Samurai, Branded to Kill. Yeah. Okay.
Good picks.
Very good.
Very French.
So Al thinks that Okja is a good flick. I think you'll like it, Ryan. Okay. Vinyl is really rivaling. Oh, so Al's into vinyl as much as Criterion. Okay. Any hesitation to buy Criterion Blue because it may come out in 4K in the future? I got burned with De Palma's Blowout.
Yeah.
Blown out.
That's a great question. Great question. How do y'all feel about that? How do y'all feel about hesitation to buy a Criterion Blu-ray because they might come out with a 4K? Anybody have that feeling? Or
It's definitely getting risky right now.
Mhm.
I mean,
Plus-
Yeah.
and all boutiques. Eric,
Yeah, I was gonna say all boutique
Yeah.
labels are doing that.
Criterion.
Yeah, these two
Yeah.
titles right here, I had just bought not long ago, and now they're getting a 4K release.
Yeah.
I mean, if they're going to do a 4K release, at least give us some different artwork, something that makes you think, "Oh, I can spend my money on this."
Yeah.
But
The
as
problem
far as keeping from buying it, I'm still going to buy it.
The
Right.
problem with buying the Blu-rays for the boutiques is because they're already so expensive on their own. It's not like picking up a $5 Blu-ray of a movie at Walmart and then finding out next week it's coming to 4K. You're spending
Yeah.
$20-25, some cases 30 for a Blu-ray, and then it gets announced on 4K the next month. That
Yeah.
kind of burns a little bit.
Yeah, they need to have a trade-in program where you can trade in your old Blu-ray for a 4K, or just order the 4K disc for a cheap price.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, I'm not upgrading any of my Blu-rays if I have a title on Blu-ray with Criterion,
okay.
I'm not upgrading to 4K. But
Okay.
if a title comes out and they release it on 4K and I think it's something that I want on 4K, I have a small collection of Criterion 4Ks because I just think some of their Blu-rays rival some 4K releases
So
that I've
good.
seen. So
Yeah.
I don't
Would
necessarily
you have exceptions to that though? Would there be one that maybe
Red shoes for
they
me.
announce it?
Red shoes.
What do you mean?
Would you have any exceptions? Like, is there one movie that you already have a Blu-ray of that if it came out in 4K, you'd have to get it in 4K?
On Criterion?
Yeah.
I'm only talking about Criterion because I've upgraded like a mad person on regular titles, but I can't think of any off the top of my head. I can't think of any Criterion that I have on Blu-ray that if it came up on 4K that I would feel that I had to get it.
Yeah.
But that's just for Criterion.
Yeah.
But I mean, regular catalog titles, I can't stand myself because I'm constantly upgrading and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Spend money, everyone.
I have Nathan. I mean, you got to realize what I'm dealing with here. So, but only with Criterion. That's the only one. And I was slow to jump on the Criterion 4K bus. I think Dave and I have talked about this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't.
I mean, for me, I'd rather have an extra title than pay for the 4K sometimes.
Yeah.
I mean, you know what I mean? And the Blu-ray is fine for me, I think, in most cases. I totally agree with Stephanie on that.
Yeah.
Nathan, were you saying Red Shoes 4K isn't as good as the Blu-ray?
No, so I only put it in for like a second because I haven't seen the whole thing, but it definitely looks like, because it's a Pal and Pressburger film, I already know it's gonna look pretty incredible, and so that was like what going on with what Steph was saying about just I would go the same route. I would be like, I don't really need to upgrade, really, for the most part. But that would be the one exception for at least so far for me would be upgrading, and I'm excited about. But
because I haven't. I mean, and don't get me wrong, I haven't seen every Criterion that's out there, obviously, but I've yet to personally watch a Criterion Blu-ray that I thought looked bad.
Yeah.
I've seen some regular Blu-rays that I was like, ooh, this needs a refresh, you know? And even when they just do a refresh on it, maybe give it like a 2K upscale or something, it looks marked improvements.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I've been okay with the Criterion Blu-rays. So I mean,
they're great quality.
Yeah. So I mean, the 4K is nice.
TV,
yep.
If you have 4K TV with upscaling, it looks great.
Yeah. So I think if you can get more for your money and you can sit in, like I said, I have a handful of 4K Criterions, but they were titles that I did not have before. But I'm so far I'm pumping the brake on the upgrades. So I'm trying to get more titles and
wise decision.
I'm just trying to get, more like when you see, if you go on the Criterion site, the regular Criterion site, and you put a 4K in your cart and you get to the last part of the checkout, it's at least $51 with shipping. That's insane for one movie.
Yeah.
I can't justify it.
Yeah. There are certain titles like, the Virgin Suicides. I'm not planning on, upgrading that. I already have the Blu-ray. I'm not really that in love with the movie. So it's pretty easy decision. Blowout is one I picked up. It's one of my first Criterions I picked up several years ago. So I'm actually really excited about that 4K. I plan to upgrade that one, but I'm pretty selective about which ones I would upgrade and which ones I wouldn't. So,
and it's tough because, like Ken said, when you're dealing with the boutique labels, it's a whole different price scale. Like, it's not like like he said, it's not like you're walking into Walmart and getting a $5 Blu-ray that you're going to have to upgrade. It's totally different.
It's a bigger investment for sure.
Yeah. So you have to just, I don't know.
So Vinny, you ask a very difficult question there. It's a conundrum that we're dealing with here. It's a tough one for sure. See, Tim, now what are you watching? Watch Lean on Me Tonight on HBO Max.
That needs a
still
Blu-ray.
Doesn't have a Blu-ray. Oh, it doesn't.
Wow.
Okay,
That's a great movie.
Blu-ray. Okay,
fantastic movie.
It's a great song.
Only a matter of time, right? KB frozen though. No, he's not.
I'm back.
He's back.
He's back.
I'm back.
Vinyl and Criterion for Al. Picking up SOE Laserdisc to frame and hang as art.
Oh, cool.
All right, Ryan. Cool. I know the feeling. Tim agrees with Cinemachine, knowing the feeling about vinyl. He's big into vinyl as well in movies. Hobby to cut back on. LOL. Criterion is something for everyone. I agree.
Yep.
Superstars. Well, thank you, Excelsior. We're so ready to go to Barnes & Noble this weekend. I am too.
Rob a bank.
I'll never cut. I'll rob a bank if needed. Dick Johnson is Dead is on Netflix. Classic.
Cool.
Yep.
Oh,
Double Indemnity, a noir classic that looks great in 4K. Yeah. Double Indemnity, easy recommendation. I mean, just get it. Just get it. It's a Tough Life. Tim. I'll probably get Shaft, Double Indemnity, Raging Bull, Ultra, Funeral, Drive My Car. Chan is Missing.
yes.
Wow. What an example of a film that I wouldn't even think about watching a movie like that. And you just discover something just new. It's like, wow.
Yep.
This guy apparently runs off with their money and they go on a quest to find this guy. But during the quest, you as a viewer are learning about, culture, Chinese immigrant culture, and just the different issues that they're dealing with and the struggles. And it becomes bigger than them trying to find this guy, so very interesting. Farewell Amor, another example, learning about the Angolan Civil War, which I never even knew anything about that, so see, Rouge. I don't know anything about Rouge. I'm not sure if I'm gonna pick that one up. This Is My Desire. Mofe, that was good. Walker is one I haven't picked up yet. Not too high on that one. Round Midnight's really good. So yeah, good stuff. All right, let's pause in the comments there and let's see here. Let's jump back into another question here, another topic, and then we'll go to our giveaway before we get to our final question and do some comments and other stuff here. So how are y'all feeling? Y'all feeling all right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
All right. Let's see. So we talked about what we love about Criterion and favorites so far. Let's talk a little bit about Criterion titles released prior to 2022 that you recommend, or ones in your backlog you want to see.
Well, you want someone to start?
Oh, yeah, I had to change the channel on my TV there.
You're good.
Okay, sorry about that.
Go ahead, Nathan.
Yeah,
Okay.
go ahead, Nathan. Yeah.
Mr. Nathan.
So today I actually did put up a video of my showing. I did a similar move to Kent. I'm only going to be buying Raging Bull, and I promise no. I plan on buying maybe a few titles, but I definitely have some recommendations, and I definitely wanted to go about this in the kind of like classics mixed in with a few kind of off the wall ones. But anyone who knows me, you can see the posters behind me. I have to talk about the Before trilogy. This is it's my favorite trilogy in the entire collection. Lord of the Rings is my favorite trilogy of all times. But anyway, this is a really incredible romantic trilogy, and it literally shows everything from the ups and downs, and they're really special films. So if you've never seen these films, kind of go into it blind, but know with the background of Ethan Hawke and Julie Delphi. They meet up in the first film in 1995, and then in 2004, 9 years later, that's when the story takes place. 9 years later, and they meet up again. And then in 2013, it's later on down the road, and it literally follows that actual timeline of 9 years apart for each film in real life, and then also in the movies and their relationship. So it's an incredible journey. Highly recommend it. You're going to laugh, you're going to cry, you're going to smirk, you're going to do all that stuff. But incredible trilogy there. Picnic at Hanging Rock. This is probably my favorite Peter Weir film from 1975, which is one of the best years of film. This is just if you like The Witch, I would highly recommend kind of doing a double feature with this. It's actually kind of cool seeing the dark versus day kind of weariness of it, but it's a very crazy, mysterious kind of film, and I love it about it. And I'll let you know if it's real or not, if it actually happened. I've been really into Kung Fu cinema this month. I watched all of Shaw's Scope. I wanted to watch a classic wuxia film from 1967, and I finally watched it again. And this is where a lot of that martial arts kind of foundation came about, and I absolutely love it. It's so much fun. There's a lot of great characters in this, and it's the best way I can say it. It's like a Western or a samurai film, but obviously it's very Chinese, and this is actually built this was built in Taiwan actually. But anyway, Dragon Inn, highly recommend that film. And then speaking of Japan, Harakiri from 1962. This, if you like Rashomon, you'll love Harakiri. And this is definitely one of the best samurai films of all time, and it's just a mystery. And if you like dialogue-driven films, this is the movie for you. And then last but not least is Abbas Kiarostami's Close Up, which out of all the films I've mentioned, this is probably the most essential. From 1990, this movie changed my perspective on a lot of things. I'm not going to give it away, but it's definitely an incredible real life event that happened that was reshot, and is just an absolute treasure of a film. So, and a great director at that. So 5, I would say.
Awesome stuff. Yeah, Abbas Kiarostami, definitely wish he could have been around a little bit longer. He put out some amazing films. That Coker trilogy and Close Up and Taste of Cherry, just so much good stuff.
Yeah, I was going to mention that. I can go next if you want to. Just to kind of segue in there too. I love Abbas Kiarostami, and so here's Taste of Cherry, and I want to thank Stephanie again for this one. I had a DVD of this one, and she had another copy of it, so I want to thank her for this one. I just love this film. This is one of the films that, from the first moment the movie starts, I'm all in on it for some reason. It just really captivates me, and it's really. In this case, again, I'm not going to give it away, but there's a lot of driving sequences in it. I love the way the camera moves. I love the landscape in this movie. Just a brilliant, brilliant film. And just to, again, echo Nathan, Close Up, the Coker trilogy, what we've all been saying. If you're not, I highly recommend Kiarostami. Let's just put it that way. And his final film, 24 Frames, is also in the Criterion Collection, and it's a great movie. I also love Jim Jarmusch, who is well represented in the Criterion Collection. This is one of the films, Down by Law, and I just wanted to talk briefly about it too. There's the back of it, and I love that they give Jim Jarmusch a lot of time on these. The special features on this and Night on Earth and some of the other movies, Mystery Train, etc., are just amazing because he basically just answers questions from people, and it's all audio, so just pictures of the movie. But I just love listening to it. All the source material that he uses for this, for this film and the other films. This is one that I love the extra features on, Down by Law, but there's lots of others that are in there. I've mentioned again for those that may want to, not want to see the subtitles. Like I said, for me, I love subtitles. I love reading. Lost in America is a great one to start with as well. It was just really hilarious with Albert Brooks. I love Albert Brooks and Julie Haggerty, I think, who decided to kind of drop out and go across the country, and some really funny things happen with it. This is a great one to start with.
Albert Brooks is great.
Yeah, so great. I'm
Just
also
like an easy writer.
Yeah, exactly. I'm a huge fan of David Lynch. I watch this movie probably 2 or 3 times a year. I've talked about it on my channel. This is The Art Life. If you like documentaries, I just love this portrayal of Lynch. Again, Lynch is so well represented in the Criterion Collection. So Blue Velvet, lots of other films if you like that. And he really gives a lot of time to these releases. I feel like he's really, it's the one label I think he has a lot of respect for. And so, but I watch this movie 2 or 3 times a year. I just love watching Lynch, just in anything that he's doing.
Now, in that one, does he talk about his movies, or is he talking about just his art?
He talks a lot about art, but also his process for movies as well. I mean, and it's really interesting, interesting that someone spent some time with him, to shoot the documentary. And he's just in a variety of different activities, which I think is great. And the final one is one of my favorite movies from the 70s. This is from 1971, but this is Klute. I've talked about this before
yes.
too, but I just love this movie. Jane Fonda, just amazing in this movie. Part of the Paranoia trilogy. But Clute is a classic. Obviously, Donald Sutherland too. I could watch this movie over and over again. I love it from beginning to end. So those are some of my recommendations.
Yeah, Clute is really good.
Love that.
Yeah, I would love to see because they have Clute, they have
The Parallax View, I think, is
the Parallax View. So will all the President's Men come? It seems like seems logical that should come at some point. So
never had the rights for it.
Yeah.
Well, I guess I could go next here. Let's see. I could jump in here. Titles released prior to 2022. Some of them, I guess a couple have already been named. Lost in America. Love Albert Brooks. This is a good one, as well as Defending Your Life. That came out, I think, last year from him. So love that. Of course, a couple of Hitchcock films, my favorite director. So absolutely love these two films. This is Rebecca right here. This is one of his first films when he came to the United States from Britain, partnered with David O. Selznick, and it's just a wonderful, wonderful film, a dark, brooding type film. It's Laurence Olivier and Joan Fontaine, and this is just an extraordinary film. This is his only film that won Best Picture. So this is Rebecca, and Notorious is an amazing film starring Cary Grant and Ingrid Bergman. I love Psycho and Vertigo. This is arguably his best film. You can make an argument, but it is such an amazing film. I love this movie. Great crane shot in it. So, of course, this is another film here that sort of might not be on people's radar screen, but I really enjoyed it. It's in German. It's Revanche, or Revenge, basically.
Great movie.
About a man, an ex-con. He works in a brothel, gets involved with a young lady, and she gets killed. There's a thriller aspect to it, a revenge aspect. This is a great story, great setting. It really puts you in that place over there in Austria. It's great. It's from Galt Spielmann, so it's in German. So if you don't know German, you'll be reading subtitles, but it is so good. Really love this movie. This is a film here, reminds me of Bonnie and Clyde, Badlands, Martin Sheen and
Sissy
Spacek. 1973, I think. Yeah, 1973. I always love seeing these actors like, oh, this is them 50 years ago. They look so young, back then, because they were young back then. And this is so good. It's very Bonnie and Clyde-ish. So dig this movie. If you'd like a good Western, I got this one from Costco when Costco was still selling, a few Criterions. My Darling Clementine. I remember it. Costco put this out the Monday before release day. So I think this was in 2015 or something, but really nice Western starring Henry Fonda, John Ford Western. Tons of special features on this one. So if you like Westerns, this is a great one to go with for the sale. And then Daisuke Beppu. This one was sitting on my backlog on my shelf collecting dust for a couple of years.
Phenomenal.
I was on a call with him and he recommended this. He loves Edward Yang. And he said, Brighter Summer Days, a great film. So I said, you know what? This has been sitting on my shelf for like 3 years. I haven't seen it yet. Need to dust it off and watch it. I did last year, and so I'm glad I did. Thank you, Daisuke, for that recommendation. So Brighter Summer Day. This is a long watch. It's like a 4-hour movie. So definitely take it. It's one that's going to take some time, but it's well worth it. So those are some recommendations of stuff that came out prior to this year that, may not be on the radar, like Shaft and Double Indemnity and stuff that's coming out right now, but definitely titles you might want to consider if you're building out your collection. So, those are a few that I can think of.
Hey, KB's back, by the way.
Mr. KB. I see you. Hello, Mr. KB. You are back.
Apologies for the Wi-Fi going in and out.
Oh, I understand. It's all good, man.
Kicking him out. Sorry.
The
Wi-Fi gremlins.
The power you wield. I might as well go. I approach this from like a basics perspective. So starting in 1989, another summer, I went with Do the Right Thing. For me, I know that the Universal 4K is out, but one of the great things about Criterion is not just the movie, but special features.
Yeah.
And the special features that are on here are not always included on the studio releases when they upgrade it to the next one. So I've kept the DVD and it went to the Blu-ray now. So it actually stopped me from getting the 4K. So I started with that. Talking about 4K, like Dave was saying, David Lynch is very involved in his just his supervision of movies going on Criterion. So the 4K release of this, Mulholland Drive from 2001, great looking film. I would say from a technical aspect, the 4K is a Dolby Vision. So I was eager to see what a Dolby Vision 4K looks like from Criterion compared to other labels, and very, very impressive. If you want to get into Lynch, besides the title that Dave mentioned, I would also say Mulholland Drive is a good one. Talking about one that stopped me from upgrading, Pan's Labyrinth.
Yeah.
I love anything Guillermo puts out, Guillermo del Toro. So this is from what year? 2006. And I keep going back to the Blu-ray. And then I'm like, should I get the 4K? No, I'll stick with the Blu-ray on this one. So everything from the movie itself, it's just a 2K transfer, but it looks really good for a 2K transfer. And once again, special features on here are really, really great.
Yeah.
These last two, you will see that they're still closed, but like we were saying before the live stream started, sometime you have an older version and you keep it. So I have the older version of Seventh Samurai, and this is one of the things, like I was saying before about Criterion, is that it gets you into world cinema. And this was a Kurosawa movie that got me into his filmography. And I have some favorites from there. Someone mentioned High and Low before. That's another great one. But if you want to get into Kurosawa, this is a great place to start. You might see some similarities between other movies that you watched before. And then, of course, one of my favorites, this one also is sealed, but I've watched it many, many times, 1955's Night of the Hunter. And like I said, these are the Criterion building blocks. You know, Kurosawa, Lawton, I wish he made more movies, Bellini, Wong Kar-wai, whether you go for the box set or if you just want to go for one, go for In the Mood for Love. 12 Angry Men. There's so many great movies to start your Criterion collection, and these are just a few of them.
Yeah, those are some great ones.
Yeah.
It's good stuff. I love that Wong Kar-wai set from last year. That's probably my favorite overall release of last year. I just really dug that one.
I'll go ahead and jump in.
All right, Mr. Cannon.
I wanted to talk about the Shaft on 4K. No, I'm just joking. Menace to Society. I know it's another more recent one, but like the packaging on this is insane.
Great.
Like I love when they do work like this. That's why I'm so mad they haven't done anything like this year. But the movie itself, I'd never seen it, and it was just one of those movies that when I was done, I was just left like sitting on my couch for like 10 minutes, just like stunned and floored by the film itself. So it definitely blew me away. I love the movie. Great special features on here, and the transfer I thought was awesome. I think this was the first Criterion 4K that I watched, so
it
definitely
looked
looked great. And then I got a couple of more obscure. I'm a big horror fan, so like what drew me into Criterion was the horror titles to begin with. And I watched these two fairly recently, but I'm not a huge Cronenberg fan, but this one I really did dig when I watched it at Videodrome.
It's so good.
This is a really great one. I thought James Woods was awesome in this movie. It's very weird and out there, but I definitely dug it as opposed to some of the other ones. I watched Scanners too. That one has a really good Criterion like package release also, but I didn't like that one as much. But this one's awesome, and I love how they do that tape inside like that. I just think that's so cool.
I tell you what, Criterion, if they do a 4K upgrade of that, I will absolutely get that.
Yeah, visually, like there's just so much like visual eye candy in that movie.
Give us a VHS of it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I would take it. This is a crazy movie that I watched last October, I think. It's called Don't Look Now. This movie was nuts with Donald Sutherland and Julie Christie, and it's very out there. And the ending was another one that just left me stunned, but in a completely different way than Menace to Society did. But I just thought this was super. I don't know. It's very eerie, very creepy. It's unsettling, but also it's like ridiculous at the same time. Just gave off some weird vibes, but I did dig it. I really enjoyed this one. Don't Look Now. And then as far as like the backlog, I've got a lot of those. So I'm going to start digging into the backlog. I've got 3 titles. These are because I'm going to do Criterion month on my channel this month. I'm not going to buy very many Criterions, but I'm going to try to watch a lot of my backlog. And the 3 that I want to dive into first is definitely Night of the Hunter, which somebody already talked about because I've heard nothing but phenomenal things about this movie. I know there's a 4K coming, but I'm not gonna wait for the 4K. I'm gonna go ahead and watch this Criterion. And then The Devil's Backbone.
That's a great one.
That's a good one.
Del Toro.
That's great.
I've heard great things about. I watched Kronos last year, and I wanted to get to this one right after. I just didn't get to it. But I've heard that a lot of people say this is his best movie. So I'm looking forward to that. And then I got Marlon Brando on the Waterfronts. I've been
good one.
This one for the longest time, and I've got tons of ones back there that I'm hoping to dig into. But those are top 3 priorities, and also Seven Samurai as well. I didn't bring it over, but I need to watch that one.
Yeah.
So did you just made an exclusive? July is going to be Criterion month.
Oh yeah.
Good.
Nice. We do that in September. There's an old DVD forum that I belong to for like over a decade, and September is normally when they do it. So I might watch 1 or 2 because I'm going to do all science fiction for July.
Cool.
And Criterion doesn't really have a ton of science fiction, do they?
No.
I don't feel like they do. Like they have the War of the Worlds.
Yeah, War of the Worlds.
Yeah.
Not
Solaris.
Solaris. Yeah.
Which I do have one of his films. I can't remember the director's name off the top of my head. Tarkovsky.
Yeah.
I've got Solaris, I think.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like I talk about the same recommendations every time we talk about Criterion because I have my go-to. So I tried to pick things that I really rarely ever talk about, and one of them is The Vanishing. And there's
that's a good one.
And there's actually an American remake of this with Kiefer Sutherland and Sandra Bullock.
Yeah, it's good.
I think this one's better. I think this what is this, German? No, French and Dutch, but really, really great movie. And so if you've seen the American one, check this one out. This is one that I recently watched. I know Kristen Stewart was all the buzz at Oscar time for her part in Spencer. So I decided to pick up Clouds of Sils Maria. And she is in this with, I believe it's Juliette Binoche. Am I saying that correctly?
Yeah.
Juliette Binoche?
Yeah.
This is so good. It's so good that you don't even feel like they're acting. Like you feel like you're a fly on the wall and you're just watching 2 people have conversations. But I really, really enjoyed this one way more than I ever thought I would. But really good. And then we have a French coming of age, fantastic movie. Blue is the warmest color. And if you want to talk about diversity, it's an LGBTQAI film and really, really good stuff. It's long. It's about 3.5 hours, but it flies by and it's such a fantastic, fantastic movie. Highly recommend that one. And this one feels like it's very relevant because of the wacky world we're living in. I talked about this a little bit on my channel, but I figured I'd bring it. Andy Griffith in A Face in the Crowd.
That's a good one.
And you just see the evolution from this charming man into what people can become. And I highly recommend this one. And then another one, it's a Lars von Trier movie, but it feels to me like it's a kind of normal for a Lars von Trier movie, and that's Breaking the Waves.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
And
okay.
this is it stars Emily Watson. Very, very good movie. It gets a little bit weird at the end, but you can follow it for the most part. But I thought it was fantastic. And I think Roger Ebert for the year was 1996. This was his pick of the year for his favorite movie. And I could definitely see why. So Breaking the Waves would be another one that I would suggest maybe checking out. So I just tried to pick things I don't usually talk about.
Yeah. That's good stuff. I don't have Breaking the Waves yet.
It's good. And I picked it up because I think I'd watched The House That Jack Built, and I was doing a little research, and I came upon an article by Roger Ebert, and he was talking about how he recommended the movie to someone who called like his movie line or something. And he goes, I recommended it knowing there was no way they were going to go see it. So they wanted like a blockbuster type of movie, but it was definitely worth the watch.
Wow.
Really, really good. I would recommend it.
Not Antichrist?
No, I don't have that one. I should.
It's good for most of it, I would say.
Yeah.
It's an experience.
Yeah, maybe I'll have to get that. Another thing to blame you for. Just blame Nathan. I'm gonna get a
buy
t-shirt.
it, everyone. Just go. Don't buy that one.
We'll discuss.
Go to your local library.
We'll discuss it.
Well, I'll go ahead and show what my recommendations are. First up, and I've got a variety of different types of films, but we have Blood Simple, Joel and Ethan Coen.
Yes, I
Mhm.
love that one.
Excellent. It's one of my favorites.
Mhm.
We have a really good Kubrick film. I believe this might be his first film.
That's a good
Killing.
one.
Definitely a really sad movie.
Sterling Hayden. Yeah.
Make Way
Yeah.
for Tomorrow.
That's a great one. That's a great one.
It's a great one though. Yeah.
Really good
Yeah.
story.
Yeah, I don't have that one yet.
For those that like Cher and Nicolas Cage, we have Moonstruck
Nice.
That's really good.
from 1987.
You got it with KB?
Nice.
Yep.
For classic Hollywood, we have His Girl Friday,
Yes.
which
That's a
this
good
one, this is still sealed up. This right here came with a newspaper clipping, and my newspaper clipping was damaged for whatever reason, and they sent me a brand new. They sent me a brand new package, which was great.
Mm.
Mildred Pierce is another great classic
yeah.
Hollywood.
Great one.
Nice
Yep.
film.
Really good.
Joan
Nice.
Crawford.
Joan
Yep.
Crawford. Yeah.
And then those that like westerns, Destry Rides Again is one of my favorites.
That is really good.
Mhm.
Yep.
Marlene Dietrich and James
Excellent.
Stewart.
And another great one is The Gunfighter.
Yeah.
Gregory Peck.
Yeah.
Gregory Peck. Yeah.
And then some of the other ones that y'all showed were in my stack, so I'm not going to show them again, but just a really good variety of films that you can watch. And I'm really excited that Ken announced the Criterion month, so now I actually get to
Yes.
dig into something other than Nicolas Cage films for the rest of the month.
What are you talking about, Tony? That was an inspired choice.
Yeah, there's some good Nicolas Cage films.
Vampire's Kiss needs to be in the Criterion collection for sure.
Ooh.
Yeah, what do you think of that unbearable weight of massive talent, y'all?
I loved it. I loved
That was
it.
fun. I liked that
Yeah.
one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was a fun movie.
I really
Yeah.
enjoyed that. It's good stuff. Oh, what kind of dog do you have there, KB?
Oh.
This is my new baby. This is Ahsoka.
Oh.
Listen.
Welcome.
Really cute.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you know the
Still
Force?
getting her used. Yeah, very well. She knows how to force skittish away from you, and how to avoid getting caught in the backyard. She has great Jedi skills.
Okay. Well, if she has any Criterion recommendations, definitely, you'll tell her to, feel free to share them.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
when she misbehaves, she likes 12 Angry Men. Apparently.
So let's see here. So let's go back to the comments here. Let's see what we got here. If I get to the right place here, and then we'll get to the giveaway. So let's see. As a longtime Criterion fan in West African, lack of representation of fantastic African filmmakers is always a sore spot. Was happy to see them acknowledge that blind spot more. Semben, please. Yes. Osman Semben. I do a Taste of Directors series on the channel, and of course, recently did Clint Eastwood for June, and for July, I'm going to be featuring Osman Semben in that entry. So looking forward to that. Let's see here. Welcome to the party. Anthony, what's up? What's up? Kubrick lover. Raging Bull, looking forward to, because I have a DVD. Scorsese, favorite living director. He's a great one. Hello, Darwin. Hello. People saying hi to one another. Diversity, of course, from Criterion. Movies, as Ryan says, Criterion needs to re-release The Rock and Armageddon on 4K from their back catalog. Oh, who knows? I've seen Double Indemnity before and I loved it, so it should be a good experience. Yes, it will be. You will definitely love that 4K. Saying hello. Yeah. Martin Scorsese World Cinema box sets.
Yeah, number 4.
Yeah, number 4 is coming out. I'm inspired. I don't have any of those. I'm inspired to get one in this July sale. So
first one's a good one.
First one's a good one. Yeah. That's probably the one I'm going to get.
I know Tuki Buki's Individual by itself, which is a great film. But The Housemaid was a film that really surprised me. But there's a lot of really good surprises. This is the only box that I've seen. I have the other 2, but this is a good one. So
okay,
yeah.
Dead Presidents.
That's
I've
a
heard
great one.
That would be a great one.
Yep.
I think I have something around 600-700 Criterions. I usually only buy them during the B&N sales.
Yep.
The flash
Me
sales.
too.
Yep. My first Criterion was 8.5. That's a good one. It's also part of the Fellini set, which is an amazing box set, Essential Fellini. That's another great recommendation for the sale if you're into box sets. Criterions are definitely my favorite to pick up. Okay. Movies with Ryan. Misspelled Ryan, but that's okay. The Rock was one of my first Criterion DVD purchases. Okay. 2001. Tim, one of his favorite things about Criterion is their lasting availability. Generally, unless they lose rights, a movie will stay in print for 10 years or more. Going out of print isn't as much of a worry. Good point. And Ryan, Criterions are honestly the only releases I own that I watch all the extra features on. They do such a great job with them.
Me too.
They really do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And as you were saying, Tony, I mean, even if you don't necessarily like the film, just going through those features, it just gives you a greater appreciation for the film. And you may still walk away. I still don't love the film, but I can appreciate it more. I can respect it more, understand, I can understand the movie more, even if I still don't love it, kind of thing. Dr. Strangelove Blu-ray has great packaging with the Russian phrase book, small Bible, and that's a nice addition. Nice little package there. Let's see. It's a great point. Kudos to Criterion for that. Arrows, Masters of Cinema releases go out of print so quickly. Okay. Barry Lyndon. That's another really good recommendation. The Kubrick film, Barry Lyndon.
Yep.
What I loved about Kubrick is he just did so many great genres so well. I really enjoy like his little war movies, like Past the Glory, or a horror film, The Shining, or Barry Lyndon, a period piece, or science fiction, 2001. I mean, he just did so many great things well. I still haven't seen the one with Tom Cruise that he did.
Great. I mean, that's
Eyes Wide Shut.
Yeah, people either love it or hate it.
But I haven't seen that one yet, but
it's a crazy
Kubrick
one.
He was good.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan.
KB is back, by the way.
Oh, KB. Oh, okay. Let me.
I booted
Come
him
back,
out.
KB. Come back. All right.
Time.
See, maybe Eyes Wide Shut added. Okay. Brave Little Toaster. See, Isle of Dogs.
Yeah.
That'll
probably get a release.
Yeah, that's due. Wes Anderson. I bought a whole bunch of Vinegar Syndromes. Okay, I got all the warnings about Vinegar Syndrome, so I'm going to take that into account. Keep unopened Criterion's Great Escape, or sell or snag the 4K from Kino Lorber. What do y'all think about that?
I haven't seen the Kino.
Seeing that.
I heard the transfer is fantastic.
I like my Criterion disc.
Yeah, I do too. The Criterion was good. I watched it, but I haven't watched my Kino.
Yeah. Vinegar Syndrome released Putney Swope.
That's a great movie.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think you have to like Vinegar Syndrome films. It might be up your alley, but I like Criterion more, and Arrow is close. Okay. my kryptonite is that I become a label loyalist. I'd keep the Criterion version. Okay, Green Bay. A24 and their candles. I like A24 movies. Their merch is so overpriced. Okay.
That's a special candle.
Every time you bring
now,
up A24 to Tim, he always talks about the candle.
I love it.
I like A24, but damn those candles.
Yeah, aren't they coming up with X on 4K? Is X on 4K coming out?
Probably.
Supposedly.
Probably.
Yeah. Maybe pick that one up.
Dolomite box set is good.
I've been wanting to get. I wish I got that during the sale.
Okay.
I got it.
Somebody might have one for you.
Uh-oh.
I heard Pink Flamingo was smut. I'll watch it on the Criterion channel. Yeah, there's like one particular scene in particular, but anyway. Let's see.
Well, Criterion's getting into the vinegar syndrome lane there.
Yeah, I guess the John Waters films are sort of but anyway.
A lot of pleasure.
He's a really cool dude though. Like, I mean, I've seen him on commentaries and stuff, and I mean, it's just that his movies are a whole different beast.
He did make a film
Serial
called
Mom. Serial Mom was great. I love Serial Mom.
And he did what was I can't think of John Travolta. Help me out. It's like right there. It's the musical. It's a big
Hairspray.
Hairspray.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So picked up Multiple Maniacs and loved it so much. So we're gonna get Pink Flamingos. Okay, cool. I would never ever get Pink Flamingos.
I don't think
I could eat after it. Oh yeah, yeah, I understand. Solo, we watch Solo though. Okay, just get Love Jones. That's a great release. Love Jones is a great one. Only a few hours left until Vecna gets an uppercut. Okay.
Part 2, huh?
Stranger Things. Right?
Stranger Things, yeah.
I'm looking. Oh, Stranger Things. Yeah, I need to get caught up on that. I've seen season 1. I've not seen all of season 2 or 3 yet, so I got some binge watching to do. I'm looking to obtain either Bringing Up Baby or The Girl Can't Help It Tomorrow. Either one's great choice.
Bringing Up
Get
Baby
them
was
both.
great.
Get them both.
Yep.
I choose. Just get them both. You know. Which complete or nearly complete director box set would you be most excited for?
Spike Lee.
Spike Lee.
Yeah, all those
Kino
titles. A lot of stuff that never made it to Blu-ray, much more 4K, like Girl 6. That would be great to see. And he already has a great relationship with Criterion, so it would be really nice to see a Spike Lee box set.
Yeah,
I'd like Sidney Lumet. I would really love a Sidney Lumet set. He's not made a single stinker. I know Dave and I talk about Sidney Lumet a lot. Yeah,
a lot of different studios for that one.
Yeah, this is way out there, but I would say if Criterion could do like a Kurosawa box set, all his films in 4K, I would probably lose my mind. But that's probably not likely to happen. But just sort of thinking outside the.
Good.
What's that?
It happened before. It was a DVD set.
Yeah.
Yeah. But hopefully, maybe one day.
That's a good one there. Let's see. Bong Joon-ho. You met Bong Joon-ho and he signed my host DVD. I love the Criterion of Parasite. I do too.
Nice.
Yeah. Great addition. What a great film. I love that movie.
Black and white.
Definitely playing the Ultra drinking game now. Yeah, it has a black and white version on there as well.
There it is.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely getting Love Jones.
Ultra.
Stop.
There's always a great bet. Any Criterion fix you would warn against buying. So we're giving recommendations. Are there any don't get? Are there any
Blowout on Blu-ray?
Oh, Blu-ray. Yeah. Hold off on Blowout.
I got a lot of crap for this one time. I said it, but I'm gonna say it again. I wasn't a big fan of In the Realm of the Senses.
Well,
okay,
understandable.
Oh my God, Stephanie, are you kidding me? No, I'm joking. I've never seen it.
No, I did. So somebody got really, or a couple people got really upset with me, and I was like, I just didn't buy.
That Night Porter.
Right there. Night Porter. Okay.
I like that movie. Okay.
Which one?
Night Porter.
Night Porter.
Oh, I can't remember what the titles were. Or...
He covered it up for a reason.
You're talking about. I thought you were saying something about In the Realm of the Senses. I'm like, I only remember it being one movie.
Now, this is one that I would say, not because they're bad, because they're actually brilliant, but I saw some headline or saw somewhere on social media that Janus Films has done some 4K restorations of this. So I'm wondering if a 4K set, I don't know for sure, but the Three Colors trilogy, which
great,
is highly recommended, but Janus has done some 4K restorations. So I'm wondering, could this come out on 4K at some point? I don't know. So that's, I would love that. I might hold off on this. But otherwise, this is a high recommendation. This is a brilliant films from Kieslowski. Any other flicks you warn against buying?
I mean, we already talked about John Waters and
John Waters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I watched the New World. Have y'all seen the New World?
I love the New World.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. I love the way it looks, but it was too long.
Yeah.
Go watch Pocahontas.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to get through these comments here and then get to our giveaway here. And let's see, our last question for this panel. The flash sales are basically 24 hours long, and the B&N sales are usually a month. The flash sales, yeah, true. Thoughts on Clerks ever getting a Criterion release? Clerks.
Be nice.
Smoking weed.
It's possible. Anything's possible, right?
Well, Chasing Amy had a DVD Criterion, so you never know.
Yeah, that was one of my first ones.
Yeah, mine too.
Double Indemnity in 4K is a definite yes for me. Yeah, well, that's definitely get it. Highly recommended. Highly recommended. Housemaid. Bong Joon-ho's 10 favorite films. Okay,
that's in this set. That one I was talking about earlier, the first Scorsese.
Oh, World Cinema WCP one?
Yeah, it's a very good movie.
Okay. Did it in March once too, and the other time they did the flash sale in October. Yeah. About to do my run through the Decalogue. That's a good one. Really good one.
That's great.
I've only seen a short film about love. Okay. Yep. The second WCP project is really good. Type A Story by Edward Yang. Makes it worthwhile. Okay. Pink Flamingos comes with a barf bag, which is just perfect. The barf bag. Okay. Well,
does it really?
You never know when that comes in handy, right? So when does the Criterion sale start and how many of them do they have a year? Well, we believe that the Criterion sale is starting very soon here, very early in July. So early that, well, anyway, tomorrow's July the
5
1st.
hours. 5 hours.
I think it starts like right at midnight, because I did a live stream last year going into midnight for the Criterion sale, and it like started on midnight like it was supposed to.
Yeah,
it should start.
That's Eastern Standard Time, by the way. Is usually
Eastern.
Yeah, I'm in Central, so is KB. I know.
So it's going to start likely tomorrow, and then they do 2 of them a year. These like in July and October, and the Criterion has flash sales, 24-hour flash sales.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I believe the Barnes & Noble sale is an all month long sale. Yes, it'll be all month through the month of July, and the flash sale will be only a day or two. Yeah.
And like Dave and I always talk about, if you happen to run into a situation where you can't get the titles that you want on Barnes & Noble, definitely check Amazon, because they're pretty competitive with their price matching.
Amazon's.
Yeah, and coupons too, right, Ken? Yep.
One thing I like about the Criterion sale is actually going to Barnes & Noble and shopping inside the store.
Yeah,
that's
fun.
Seeing all the people there that, you don't even know these people, but you have that common thing with them about liking the Criterion collection. So you do
except for when they go to reach for a Criterion that you want.
Yeah,
it's the only one.
I've got my stack. I'm carrying my stack around because I don't want anybody to grab any of mine.
You'll have a store near you that works.
You coming up?
And I don't
tomorrow,
have
Nathan?
I leave on Saturday for London, so that's
too close.
Wanted to wait for my keynote order to be shipped before I look into the Criterion sale. Okay. Naru's box set, please. You're welcome. Hi guys, happy Criterion Sale Eve. Yes, thank you, Movie Guy. Oh, Movie Guy 365.
Hey,
Hello, Adam. Yes, happy Criterion Sale Eve to you as well. And that brings us to the giveaway. It is time to give away something, folks. Who doesn't like a giveaway? It is time for a giveaway.
What are you giving us, James?
We are doing a giveaway here.
Best auditor
And the
award.
giveaway is going to be a 4K to someone in this audience here. We got 74 people in the chat, and we're going to do a 4K Criterion giveaway of one of these wonderful titles. Oh, Shaft here, or Double Indemnity. So
nice.
I'm going to put a question up here. So Shaft or Double Indemnity in 4K. So I'm going to put a question up here, and the first person to put the answer in the chat will basically win one of these. So you'll reach out to me on Instagram, and we'll connect on Instagram, and you'll choose which one you want, and then I will drop it in the mail to you, and you'll get it sometime soon after the Independence Day holidays. But you'll get to choose. Whoever out there wins this will get to choose either Double Indemnity or Shaft on 4K. So I am going to put some music up here, and somebody in our audience is going to have the wonderful opportunity to win this great, one of these great films.
You specified audience, Nathan.
Oh, well, I got to log into my other account.
Where did KB go? Okay.
He's
getting into the audience.
Yeah, he's going to answer the question.
All right, so I'm about to put the question up here, and the first person that goes into the chat here and puts in the answer will win. So let's go, y'all. Everybody up in the audience, ready? Here we go. So Gordon Parks made history with the 1969 film The Learning Tree. That's this film right here. The first Hollywood studio movie by a Black director. So this is a historical film. Kyle Johnson, he played Newt in this film. So who is Kyle's famous mother? Kyle Johnson's famous mother.
That's all you, Nathan.
Google is blowing up right now.
So I'm going to go to the chat here.
A couple answers.
Let's see what answers we got. Wow, looks like we already have a winner.
Ellen
looks
Ripley.
Like we already have a winner. So okay, we already have a winner. So here's what we'll do. We'll put up the answer. The answer is Nichelle Nichols, Lieutenant Uhura from Star Trek, is the mother of Kyle Johnson, who played in The Learning Tree, Gordon Parks' first movie. So Nichelle Nichols turns 90 years old or 92 years old this year. So she's still with us. William Shatner, Sulu is still with us. So, and I believe Chekhov is still with us. So yeah, from the original Star Trek crew. So in the comments section, I see the person that I believe, and you guys check me, looks like Novath might be the winner.
Yep.
It's Novath.
Yep.
So of course,
and guess where Novath lives in Australia.
Novath, yeah. He does for real?
He does.
Yeah, that's what he said.
Okay. So so Novath, you are the winner. Congratulations. Woo! So you win. So reach out to me on Instagram. I am at 20th and 21st on Instagram, on IG. So reach out to me there, and we'll exchange notes, and you'll choose whether you want Shaft 4K or Double Indemnity 4K. Let me know where to mail it, and we'll drop it in the mail to you, and you will get it sometime after the 4th of July holiday. So congratulations on winning that. All right. Yeah, Nichelle Nichols, Lieutenant Uhura. So I will take that off here, and we will now jump into the last question here. So we've talked about some titles this year that have come out that we're excited about, previous year's titles. Now we'll talk a little bit about what are some upcoming Criterion titles that you're most excited about. And for this part, I was going to get a little dangerous here and share my screen. I'm not as technically proficient as Mr. Mid-Level here.
Ken is talking about.
Ken is an expert.
I don't know what I'm doing
on this stuff.
He's no bath.
I am.
So we're going to go to the Criterion. Now, are y'all able to see this?
Yep.
Yep.
You got it.
Doing great so far.
I tell you what, I love these active menus they put on these new releases.
Yep.
Love this. Worst person in the world. Nathan, I saw you wearing one of those t-shirts.
That blue one.
Yeah. I am inspired.
Is that the first time they've had those t-shirts? Because I feel like I haven't seen those before.
Yeah, I haven't seen them
merch up
either.
there. I
They're
haven't
brand
seen
new.
that.
I don't.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Also,
Beach towels.
they got
too.
beach towels too.
Yeah, and I think
Yeah.
they're working on making some candles also.
And awards.
Yeah, they're awards for everyone.
There's Okja,
Oh, Nathan, Okja,
Drink.
Virgin Suicides.
drink.
Now, this is one that, if I didn't already own the Blu-ray, I'd be picking this up.
Me
But
too.
Yep.
I'm sure it's going to look great.
Let's see, Rouge. Now, this is one I don't know much about. I need to learn a little bit more about this one, but
Yeah, I got it on hold at the library, so I'm going to watch it first before I decided to pick it up.
Okay.
Has anyone seen the Takeout? That's coming out this month too.
No, but I need to order some right now.
Well, of course you've been drinking.
Need that. No, I do.
Vodka.
Where is
One of the ones I was going to recommend, James, is I was really happy to see Adam Egoyan represented in the Criterion Collection. So Exotica is the one I'm interested in. I just have this Region B collection for Adam Egoyan, and I really love him as a director. I mean, he's just an amazing director, and Exotica is a great film.
Yeah.
So I that's one I'm looking forward to.
Okay.
I actually pre-ordered that one because of your video, Dave, because I got that box set because of you.
Yeah.
And enjoyed it, and then I saw Exotic up there. I'm like, yep. Click.
I'm hoping more of his films, because like The Sweet
I agree.
Hereafter is great, and there's others that would be great in the Criterion Collection.
Yeah, I agree.
Awesome.
And I'm looking forward to
Exotica?
Buck and the Preacher. Buck and the Preacher's going to be good.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, see,
definitely.
I want
there's
that.
Takeout. I don't know what that is.
Yeah.
Up
Takeout. Yeah, that's coming out
Takeout.
in
Sean
I've never
Baker.
seen that.
Yeah, Sean
That's
Baker.
a Sean Baker
Sean
movie.
Never seen it.
Sound of Metal is coming out in
Yeah.
September.
That's great.
I'll
That's a
probably
great
check
one.
out didn't the Safdie brothers do a movie that's coming out? Is that the
Yeah, they did these two right. Well, let's see. They did this one right
they
here,
did
Daddy
that
Long
cartoon?
Legs.
Yeah.
I was
And
trying
they're
to check
affiliated
them
with this Ronald Bronstein here, who did Frownland.
Say Raging Bull. We haven't talked about that one a lot.
What is
out.
Raging?
Raging Bull's at the
What is
top.
that? Is
What
that
does that movie do?
Yeah. Oh, look, Okja.
So
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
Okja. Yeah, these are coming out on
Okja.
Tuesday. This Tuesday, Okja.
Steph, you gotta stop. I'm really excited for summertime.
Yeah, me too.
Me too.
Yeah,
Me
that's
too.
good, yeah.
Yeah, it's incredible. So
Yeah,
And Daddy Long
I'm
Legs
excited
looks
for
like
to
it's gonna
drive
be
my
good.
car.
Yep.
I'll say if I break my rule for the two Criterions I'm getting in July, I'll grab Devil in the Blue Dress, because I forgot about that one, and I didn't
Yeah.
really want that. I also
looking
didn't
forward
know
to
it was going to be a 4K. I thought when
Yeah.
it was first announced, I could have sworn it was Blu-ray, but when I looked at it the other day, it's going to be a 4K. So I was like, I'm probably going to get that one.
I think
Yeah,
I have the
4K.
indicator of it, but I need to upgrade.
This is one I'm going to get. It's going to be a complete blind buy, and it's going to be a discovery. So I'm looking forward to seeing Fayadaya.
Great cover. Great art.
Blowout on 4K. I am super excited about that one. That's one of my favorite editions in the entire collection. I love.
I'm just so happy. The last
Love,
two
love, love.
sales, haven't got it for whatever reason. I just always, that was the one I put back. So I'm glad I did
Same
that.
here.
Now I get to get it
Same here.
on 4K.
Yeah, and I'm expecting it to look really good because this Blu-ray came out in 2011, I think, and they did a new 4K restoration, and so I'm hopeful that it'll be a nice step up over the Blu-ray, but we shall see.
And I'm always down to watch a new Brian De Palma film.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think that's my favorite of his, De Palma.
Yeah. WCP4 is coming out. Sound of Metal. So yeah, some good stuff. And then of course during the month of July, we'll hear about their October releases and getting closer to the November sale. Yeah, so the November, the July sale, then the November sale. That's a very small gap between those two. And then after the November sale, it's like this big, long wait to get to July. So some pretty exciting things coming out from Criterion here that we can get excited about. But yeah,
is Criterion doing the Chucky 4Ks? Where are those at? No, I'm just joking.
Ken, I was going to say you might enjoy a Rob Zombie box set if they did that. You know,
oh yes, you know that. I want a nice Criterion edition of Rob Zombie's Halloween. Be right up my alley.
There you go.
The little kid torturing a hamster on the cover.
And on the title screen, Super Beast is playing.
Super Beast.
That was my ringtone in high school.
Oh, good.
Oh my god.
That took me back right there. I don't think I heard anybody talk about that song in a while.
Well, let's go through some of these last comments here, and then we'll wrap it up. And before we know it, this sale is about to commence here. So let's see. Don't want to hold y'all much longer here. Michelle Nichols, yes. Michelle Nichols. Novath. Oops, I accidentally put an A in the last name. That's unfortunate.
You lose.
We still, went with you. So definitely send me an Instagram for that. And then let's see. Now I need to have a backup. So Novath, send me an Instagram, and then then the next person was the youngest rock star. So 20th and 21st. If for some reason Novath doesn't send me one, then the youngest rock star will have an opportunity to win it. Let's see. Woo, thank you very much. Well, you're welcome, Novath. That is very kind of you. Very kind of you to join today. Congratulations. Congrats. Everybody's showing love to Novath. Thank you all. Takeout. Okay, Stephanie, you're asking about that. It reminds me of Chop Shop and Man Push Cart.
Mm-hmm.
So those are two that are in my backlog from Ramin Barani. So I need to watch those two.
I enjoyed both. I enjoyed them. Yeah, I enjoyed Chop Shop and Man Push Cart.
Okay. So two more recommendations for people out there. I really like Buck and the Preacher. Okay. That'll be a first time watch for me when I pick that up in August. And I'll do a review on the channel. Yep, all done. I have messaged you. Okay, thank you, Novath. Also, let me know, Novath, which one you want and your address. Let's see. And I think that's all we have in the comments. So how are you all feeling? Y'all feeling pretty good? Feeling ready? Pumped for this Criterion sale?
Pumped to spend $50.
Well,
yes.
you need to get it up a little bit more just so you can get free shipping.
Yes.
Damn it. Didn't think about that.
Have to get a third now. Yeah.
Get a t-shirt.
Get a t-shirt. Well, you can.
Go.
That's a good idea. I'm going to get a t-shirt.
Though,
I'm getting a t-shirt.
That's Criterion, not Barnes & Noble.
Yeah.
That's right.
Oh, that's true. But you can get a beach towel and you can dry off Rat Man.
Can I get Can I just get like a pen or something? I'll get like a pen.
Let's rock and roll. Yeah, let's absolutely. But yeah, I just want to thank you all for joining tonight. Just some great recommendations, and I feel like I picked up some thoughts and ideas. Just got some great ideas from the community, and it's going to be a fun sale. I am looking forward to it. Of course, Amazon's going to be in the mix as well. So a lot of great activity, and in the midst of all of that, with all this great Criterion stuff, there are 2 4Ks coming out this Tuesday. I'm probably not picking up either of them, but I am planning on picking up that Everything Everywhere All at Once A24 title, That's my big pickup for this Tuesday, and I'm going to wait. I'm still picking up other Criterions tomorrow, but then I'm going to pick up Raging Bull on the 12th and the other titles. So
you'll get you'll get the award afterwards. You'll understand. You're going to think back to the award after you watch the movie.
Which one?
Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see it.
Yeah, that's coming out on Edge of Tomorrow on 4K.
You'll just die. Yeah, Edge of Tomorrow is going to be great.
For that one.
Yeah, Walmart has an exclusive slipcover for that.
Yeah, I'm going to try to go because I got lucky with Unbearable Weight, so I'm hoping that they might have Everything Everywhere too.
How did you find out it was starting tomorrow?
Barnes and
just call Barnes and Noble. You just asked them.
We've been in this business for a while, son.
We have our sources. A few of my favorite are in A Lonely Place. Humphrey Bogart. That's a good one. The Red Shoes. McCabe and Mrs. Miller. McCabe and Mrs. Miller. Highly recommended. I love that one. Blood Simple. So good. Tampopo. So good.
Yeah.
Okay. Wings of Desire, Special Day, Arrow Sale will end sometime in July.
Pick Wings of Desire.
Wings of Desire? Okay.
Between the two.
Arrow Sale is 50% off. But yeah. Oh, well, I really do appreciate y'all joining. I guess we'll go ahead and wrap it up, but I'll let everyone just have an opportunity to, put in a last, plug for your channels and what you're excited about for this coming up and everything, and really do appreciate your joining. Ken, very excited about Criterion Month on MLM, so
try not to buy any. I will be watching them.
Well, exactly. Going through that backlog of 38 or what have you.
I have to go through the backlog.
But Dave, we'll start with you. We will start with Mr. Dave.
I just want to say, James, thanks so much for putting this together. It's such a pleasure talking with everybody. I had such a great time. I'm so excited for the sale. This helps my excitement as well. So my channel is Cinema Dave Media, and I love all of your channels. And again, thanks so much for putting this together. It was so much fun.
Well, thank you, Dave. Thank you for joining us. Really enjoyed having you and meeting you for the first time. So it's awesome. Miss Stephanie.
James, I'd like to second that. Thank you for putting this together and such a great panel of friends and movie collectors to chat with. And I also got a lot of recommendations I'm walking away with. So I want to thank everyone for that. My channel is Movie Chatter. Eventually it will be off life support and we'll be back up and running again. So come over and check me out. I'm also on Instagram under Movie Chatter. So thanks again, everybody.
Awesome. Thank you, Stephanie.
Buy more, Steph.
Keep shopping, Nathan. You'll get an award.
Monsieur Tony.
Yes. Thanks, James, for having me. I really enjoyed it. I got a lot of great ideas of things I want to buy. I got this big old list here.
Like you need any more ideas.
Yeah, but anyway, I had a good time and it was great chatting with everybody.
Awesome. Great chatting with you as well. We live in the same area. So we definitely need to, maybe hook up maybe sometime, maybe this month sometime at a Barnes and Noble
vlog
or what have you.
Yeah, you guys need it out and about.
That's fun,
Basement Blues 20th and 21st.
Yeah,
that'd be great.
Do it.
Mr. Nathan, Mr. London, he's going to be hobnobbing with William and Kate and Mr. Charles.
I'm going to the Palace. Yes, I'm going to talk to the royalty. We've been chatting a lot, and we're really excited.
And I'll find out what a bacon buddy. I'll find out what a bacon buddy is.
I'm definitely getting a bacon buddy, but no, I'm really excited about my trip. I'm going to be gone for 2 weeks, but real quick, on the channel, my name is Nathan Jones, but specifically Blu-Rays with Nathan Jones is now my channel name. Like I said at the top of the show, I talk about all things film, specifically Blu-Rays, physical media. I do a lot of film journeys. Everyone in this panel I've had on my channel, and they're all wonderful people. So I'm super thankful, James, for you putting this together, because it's great catching up with everyone. I'll be putting some stuff about London soon, and then when I get back, I'm probably going to go up to Kansas City and hanging out with KB and probably do a vlog with him. So
awesome. And get some good barbecue while you're there, of course.
Oh, yeah.
Should be fun. Mr. Ken.
Yeah, man. Thank you so much for having me. You know, I feel like such a Criterion noob up here with all these people that have such great Criterion knowledge and recommendations. But thank you for inviting me on tonight. I definitely enjoyed talking with everybody. Big fan of everybody and their channels. And you can find me at MidLevelMedia, and I'll be patiently waiting for the next movie chatter video as well.
Awesome. And Mr. KB loves movies.
Thanks for having us, James. Always fun to talk movies. That's my whole thing. I love movies and I love talking movies. On my channel, I do the typical hauls and what I watched this month and all that, but my thing is really conversations. And for those that I met tonight, I'm looking forward to having conversations with each of you. So in the upcoming weeks, you'll see more conversations and just more movie stuff, because we all love movies, including Criterions. I think I might actually watch a few Criterions this month, just for Ken.
There you go.
Yeah. There you go.
It's good stuff.
It's not that hard, right? You'll be out buying them anyway.
No, not that hard.
Awesome. Well, guys, thanks so much for joining again. Nathan, have a safe and awesome trip. Looking forward to seeing some great stuff, from across the pond. And
thank you.
First half of the year is over, folks. Getting ready to go into July. Second half is getting off to a great start with the Barnes & Noble sale in just a few minutes, in just a half hour. So excited. Thank you all for joining so much. Hope you all have a great and safe weekend and a great 4th of July holiday. Thanks to everybody who joined tonight. Some of you have had to drop off here, but really do appreciate you all joining tonight, and wish you all the best in whatever you're looking to get for this upcoming sale in Criterion and everything in physical media. So have a great holiday weekend. Congratulations again to Novath. I'll look at your message and look forward to getting whichever edition you chose out to you soon, so you'll be able to enjoy that. And hope everyone has a great weekend and keep enjoying some great movies. Have a good night, everybody. Peace.
Hi, everybody.
Around.